There we go.
We're live.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Spacegasm Podcast. This is episode number 5. We got a really special guest here. We got Liz Groves, who is the creator of the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to her, let her give you guys a couple of details, and then we'll keep it going, guys.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here and be connecting with my fellow Taste of Texas Hemp Cup judges. So myself and my husband and a friend, we created the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup in 2020 as a way to honor our Texas farmers, our Texas growers who are growing weed in Texas. You know, hemp and marijuana, if you will, type 1 and type 2, cannabis sativa. You know, it's the same family. It's the same plant. They're cousins. And so, if you can grow fire cannabis, then you can grow fire hemp. And so that's really kind of where that came from. Just a love of growers and wanting to help Texas growers come out of the shadows and have a platform to just, you know, show their stuff and show their skills. So yeah, this will be our 4th year. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Awesome. Badass.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's really an awesome thing. I love it. I love cannabis. It's my life. It's my life's work. I work in marketing and media focused in cannabis. And, you know, it's really about storytelling at the end of the day. And if you help people understand this plant and you help them like know what's good and you make them feel like, wait a minute, I can figure out and dial it in, like what works for me. So maybe I'm not paranoid, but maybe I'm happy, right? Or something to help me sleep or something with my pain or whatever. You know, that is, it's a miracle when people figure that out, that they can use this plant for their own health. You know, you just open up the floodgates, and that's what the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup does. You know, it gets, you know, the most high quality Texas cannabis to your door, right? For you to try yourself.
Awesome. Badass. And for those people watching, what are the dates for the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup?
So the 19th of October, so Space City's birthday, basically. We wanted to throw it on Space's birthday. And
planned it around his birthday.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We're going to be singing happy birthday. Wow. Yeah. I'm just, 19th from 12 to 8, just, you know, get there. Austin, Texas, Far Out Lounge. If you're kind of like wondering and if you're on the fence, you should definitely come. Definitely come.
Definitely come, guys. You guys should totally come. And we got we also got T-Money, we got Wargasm here, and we also have the homie Review Sesh. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys are checking out his channel, T-Money's channel. And that's everybody, guys. So make sure y'all check out those channels. And I'm just playing. Check out Wargasm's channel too.
My channel is gonna have some stuff coming soon after the hemp cut.
I got stuff coming every day.
There we go. So now here's a question for you, Liz. Are you a sativa? Or are you an indica?
Ooh.
Are you a hybrid?
If you learn one thing about me is I like it all. It's a sucker's choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to, if it's high quality, if it's grown well, if it's grown in living soil, if it's sun grown with love, I mean, I will smoke it and love it. But I'd have to say my favorite strain, you know, cherry pie. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that strain. It's
cherry pie.
It's kind of a classic. I'm trying to think. I don't even know. It's kind of a classic strain. And it's a nice mix, but pinene is my terpene, right? So if I have a pinene heavy strain, I'm gonna fucking love it. I mean, the Jacks, I love the Jacks, right? Hazes,
for sure.
So anyway, yeah. What about you?
Oh man, for me it's easier. Off the top of the head, it's gonna be Shoreline. I always revert back to Shoreline. It's one of those strains that just like made such an impression on me. I've never been able to find anything like it. You know, I used to hand it out to my friends and they would have it in their houses and be like, yo, this stinks so bad. I got it in a bag, in a jar, inside of my backpack, in the closet, and my whole house stinks, dude. Like, what are we going to do? And I'm like, all right, man, I can go over there and help you get rid of it. So it's one of those cases, right? But definitely Shoreline. I think the 818 OG from Shop Hello Mary is a close second. What about you, T-Money?
I like a lot of the I like a biscotti, some of the Girl Scout cookies, like the minty flavors and some of that stuff. But anything that's like sweet candy, that's what I really like. I like a lot of the candy.
Sweet candy, man. Hey, sweet
That
candy is
Bolo
very
Runs.
popular nowadays. Bolo runs, yes sir. What
Yeah,
about you,
gelatos.
Man, I like downright putrid stuff. It's cheeses. Big GMO fan. Recently tried some Donny Burger and learned that there are such things as meat terps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
The meat turds, that Wagyu, man.
We were just discussing that
I
shit.
think I might have came across one of those.
Yeah.
When it smells like a stinky, degrading, like dumpster.
Yeah,
Is
I
when
like
you're like,
it when it smells like something that you wouldn't want to eat.
Yeah.
Now, guys,
I
we're
like
talking
that.
about cannabis. We're talking about cannabis here, guys.
Chinese food buffet dumpster.
Yeah.
There's like some melons rotting in there. There's like some funky food.
Rotten fruit. That's exactly rotten fruit.
Yep. So this is number 5, you guys. I'm popping this open right now. I'm gonna smoke this. Number 5's been getting a lot of love in the judges Discord server. So
Yo, what's the nose on that number 5, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind at all. I do know exactly what it is, and so my mind
that's
is
cheating.
like,
that's cheating, man.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's got to see the lab reports, but I've known this.
Interesting.
There's tangy. It's undeniable tangy.
You're getting that orange peel right away.
Yeah, you get a little stink, but it's not, as far as like pungency goes. I mean, it's not the most pungent, but when you grind it up is when it's like it hits you. So I'm about to grind it. What kinds of grinders do you guys use? I got a flour mill here.
Oh, I use flour mill all day. I use Code Space City. If you guys want a flour mill, Code Space City, take percentage off at flourmillusa.com.
Oh, that's good.
I use an herb saver. I don't have a code with them.
Okay.
I use the same thing.
I just use
my
a
little
cheap
to-go.
Nice.
Most of the time I break it up by hand, so.
There you go.
God's grinder.
Yep.
Absolutely.
How do you like that flour mill?
Ooh. Oh, I love it. For resinous buds, it's the best because it pulverizes it. It doesn't like cut it up. Nothing gets stuck in the teeth. Another one I use.
Here's the real question. What plate do you use?
Ooh.
Do you use the stock plate?
Oh, what plate? Oh,
the stock plate?
I don't know. I have a bunch of plates and I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh.
So number 1 is the line grind. So if you roll a lot of joints, that's pretty much just gonna be for joints. And then you got 2, and it just goes up in coarseness, right? So number 6 is gonna be for like your blunts, your backwoods. 5 will be for like your bowls and stuff like that. I'm rocking a 3 right now, which is the stock one. So, but it does a really good job at catching stems if you have any stems. If you guys like just throwing your buzz in there, if you don't like picking it apart, toss them bad boys in there, give it a little mill, and you'll see the little stems get caught up in the holes there. So,
I'll be honest, I used to I'm picking mine apart now, but this is living soil. I've got to treat it with respect. But I'm using my grinder more and more these days. For a lot of stuff, it's just more convenient, and that keep catcher really is. It's nice.
It is, and it's part of a ritual too. I think you know what I mean. Like you grind it up properly, you open it, you smell it. It's just like, versus you're working.
I've always thought of the cannabis ritual like kind of akin to like a tea ceremony or something like that. It goes through its steps, and going through the steps themselves is calming in and of itself.
Oh my God, absolutely. It's like you do those things like ever since I can remember, ever since I started grinding up herb. It's like I tap it, and I hear that tap, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Something
right. So I'm ripping out of this one for the first time in like a couple years. Isn't that cool?
You don't have to stand up to hit that shit.
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
Thank you. This is a company out of Austin, Texas. They're called Joker. I don't know if they're still in business, but
nice, dude.
I visited their studio a year ago and just made a whole bunch
What's
of crazy
that? What's that funny little mouthpiece you got there? What's that?
That is called the mouthpiece.
That
Actually,
looks
That
like
is
something
called.
that goes in orgasm shit.
that's from Moose
Thank
Lab.
you. Yes,
No.
it's been called a butt plug before. Okay. And you know what? I don't
Yeah.
care. You can call it whatever you want to call it because this thing saves my voice. It saves my life. It is a filter, right? And I'm going to show it to you. It's relatively clean. I'm going to show it
Oh,
to you
nice.
after I rip.
Is that a charcoal filter?
It is a charcoal filter, biodegradable. This company's called Mouthpiece. It's they're out of Denver.
Moose
This is
Labs.
all the Moose. Oh, thank you, Moose Labs. Moose Labs. They do. This is all they do. So
I'm
let's
working
do
on.
I've
this.
seen those somewhere.
I've got one of those coming to me. I'm gonna be doing a side by side. I'm gonna go a week with combustion and a week with vaporization, and I'm gonna compare the two and see what
Interesting.
happens.
I can't wait to read your report.
Oh, it'll be a film video review.
So the filter, one thing about the filter is I think it actually preserves the terps. I really, really do. You can taste the terps better when you filter out the resin, when you filter out just the brown stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So fire in the hole.
Let's go.
That seems logical to me.
Well, that's why I use vaporization, because the tar and all the ash and stuff that you get with combustion, it's harder for me to enjoy. If I were combusting, I'd be coughing my head off.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
You know, I can't get very big rips out of this because it's long. Okay.
You gotta really hit it to get the.
Here we go. Michael Phelps.
Oh, Wim Hof.
Here we go.
Fucking stretch and everything.
Yeah, get ready, man.
I'm having some of this Donnie Burger from Lucky Elk.
Ooh.
It's fascinating.
Very nice.
Hey, that's great that you bring up Lucky Elk. Lucky Elk is one of those companies that is coming in hard, dude. I've been hearing nothing but great things.
That's crack.
Got some really dope flour, man, and Lucky Elk, man. If you guys haven't tried it out, make sure you guys try it out.
Yeah,
What's up,
and,
Hefe?
I've heard people have told me the prices are expensive, but I'll be honest with you. If I go to my local place, I'll be paying $40 an eighth. And if I go to my local place, I'm not getting living soil, all organically grown. So this is the move, in my opinion. Especially if you want something to treat yourself with.
Yeah,
For sure.
Sorry. So talk to me. Where do you guys live, and where do you get your bud? Do you know your grower?
Oh man, that's a great question. Who wants to go first, fellas?
Well, I'm out of Tennessee, and I just order mine. THCA products, and I'm smart enough to know that if I leave it in a jar for a little bit and let it cure, it's good to go. So.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. USPS is your
Correct.
dealer.
The plug.
USP.
Yep.
This
The
is
plug.
I'm actually here in San Antonio, Texas, and
Nice.
there's a place that I go to that's pretty close to the house here. It's called Third Coast Supply, and they've got some pretty nice, some real good flour and concentrates and different things in there. I also go to another place close to the house called Danny Boy Hemp Co.
I've heard of that. I've heard
Very,
of that place.
very awesome people. If y'all haven't heard of them, I suggest you go check out Danny Boy Hemp Co. They just had Chingo Blingo on there, boy, going crazy.
Chingo Bling, hold up, your paletero,
Yes,
or
sir.
tamaleto, whatever the fuck it goes.
To me, those are the two best spots in San Antonio. So aside from the other stuff, you know what I mean, you can find, those are the good spots.
Nice.
That's
All
what's
right.
up, man.
Shit, I'm in Naples, way up by Arkansas. I mainly order online from a couple vendors. Usually Hello Mary, 5 Leaf. I do a lot of mainly black market though, so
Yeah.
bounce that on here.
So you do know your grower, or do you just have a plug? I'm
Just
curious.
plugs.
Oh, okay.
That plug life.
Yeah.
Right on,
My
right
plug
on.
knows his grower though, so that
You
works.
I mean, you gotta
Damn, I
know your
guess-
grower, man.
I guess that leaves me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
A big story.
All right, well,
Save the best for last, man.
there you go. Well, I've got a variety of options, man. I'm actually a YouTuber, so I review cannabis. So, I'm fortunate enough to be sponsored by a few companies: Shop Hello Mary, Simply Mary, Lit Farms, as well as several other companies that just want to send me flour just to get my opinion or either get a review. 25-hour farms, Kimis, just a few that come to mind. Of course, some of these are companies that friends of mine own, so it's no problem doing reviews for them. But I'm about to touch 2,000 subscribers, and now I'm at the point where I have to charge for reviews just because I'm always swamped with flour. And I don't want anybody to feel bad or to feel like I'm not reviewing their flour. So in order to
you
help
got
us
a
all,
backlog.
exactly. These guys, these fellows, these are my friends. These are the guys that I talk to on Discord every single day. So these guys, I've actually shown my backlog, right? So they have an idea of exactly what I'm talking about. So now it's to the point where I have to charge for reviews just to see who's serious or who's just trying to use my channel as a platform, right? So so that's one of the sources. Shop Hello Mary, great source. Simply Mary as well, but I also dabble in black market. I also dabble in a lot of hype packs. With this YouTube thing, it's opened up a lot of doors where I can have access to those big packs, those Be Easy packs, the Don Murphos packs, those real hype packs. And I actually have direct contact with them. So those are the guys that are actually growing it. So Gas No Breaks, Sergey Cannabis, Fidel's, guys like that. So I've been fortunate enough to, be able to get their products and to actually speak with them. And, they're very appreciative about the YouTube reviews. I don't know if you guys are aware of Sticker Farmer Mendo. He actually named me one of the top 5 reviewers out in the game right now, which to a lot of people that might not mean much, but to me it was pretty cool, man, because I used to look up to his designs and his products and like all the things that he develops. So I thought that was pretty cool. But to answer your question, a long story, because I like to talk. I'm a chatty Cathy when I start smoking. I'm sponsored and I dabble in black market too. So it's a variety of options.
Nice. What do you guys think about THCA on the market right now? Like, what's your general consensus?
I have so many opinions.
Take it away, review Sesh.
There's a lot. There's just a lot of misunderstanding of THCA in general, in my opinion.
For sure.
It's what it is. It's the new terminology. THCA, Delta 9. These are new terms that a lot of us haven't been exposed to until the past several years. If you have some history in chemistry or something like that, then you have some idea. Terms like decarboxylation and all that have people confused. So I spend an awful lot of my time just explaining the reality of what THCA is to people. And realistically, THCA, in my mind at least, is the same THC that everybody has ever spoken about. It's the stuff that is naturally occurring on the plant. Prior to any knowledge of decarboxylation and Delta 9, this would have been the case. But with the new terminology now, it's got people confused and they're thinking they're separate things. But they're one chain in the line of all of these different cannabinoids. So I mean, Delta 9 can further decarboxylate into other cannabinoids. But to be clear, THCA is the naturally occurring cannabinoid to be found on the plant.
Yep. That's right.
That's
right. You have to put the plant through a lot to get just the Delta 9.
Yeah, and I mean, realistically, the only difference between the THCA market and the black market is cure time. That's what it comes down to. In my mind, years ago, I started, consuming way back in 2004. I'm 38, and back then, in Tennessee, to get it, it had to travel an awful long way. And in that time, in that transit, sitting wherever it sits after transit, it's going to be decarbing. That's what happens now. When it's straight to consumer from farm, there's less time for it to decarb, and some people think that those are two different things, even still. But it's the same product. It's the same stuff.
Same stuff, man. That's what a lot of people don't realize. It's the same stuff, man.
A lot of people, they don't realize it. They don't want to admit it because it's, crashing the market.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing too. A lot of people that I have seen argue against it and try to convince people that it is different and that it's no good and that it's just rope,
That is fake
for
weed.
instance, that it's fake. A lot of these people, when I look at them and I start talking to them, they're like, yeah, I grow. And I'm like, okay, so you grow and you got plugs on the street and it's hurting your business.
Right.
And that's what it comes down to. A lot of the negative talk about it is because it hurts the business of the illicit market. So
I see a lot of ads on my Facebook for a lot of these different companies, you know, across different social media platforms. And I always like to look at the comments, and I see a lot of people always in there, oh, it's diet weed, it's this, you know, that and the other. And it's like, I tell you what, when I come home after a long day's work and I smoke that stuff, it's putting me out, dude. I'm getting cooked, I'm going to sleep, I'm feeling good, like it's relaxing the muscles, the body, it's doing everything.
I didn't start smoking too young. I started smoking when I was 18, but back in 04, I have experienced the worst of the worst, true dirt weed stem packs, just garbage. When you say it smells like catfish, it's not because it's that strange. It's you know what I'm saying? And you know, so I've experienced that, and I also experienced, you know, since I'm in Tennessee, we only do have the gray market now. Aside from that, it's black market. You know, I experienced it going from that to suddenly you start seeing mids, and then it got to a point where you couldn't find anything but pretty good quality bud. You know what I mean? It was past mids at a certain point, and that was about 2009, 2010, I would say, when I stopped seeing Reggies altogether. Like, it would be rare to find Reggies. And so I've experienced the whole range of these products over the past 21 years or so. And I don't find any difference in the THCA products, provided that you're actually getting something of quality within that market. You know, now you're not going to go to some of these companies and expect to get fire product from them, because, I mean, at $50 an ounce or whatever you're paying, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
when was the last time you were in, or any of y'all have been in a legal market and been in a dispensary with quote unquote real weed?
Oh man, that's since Vegas, I think.
Maybe about a year.
Yeah,
like 12
but
years.
Vegas.
I tend to. I haven't actually, but I don't know if I even would, to be quite honest.
Yes, you would. Yes, hell yeah, you
Actually,
would.
man, I'm lying, dude.
Yeah, you would.
I'll be. I mean, I go in and look around. I can't say I'd spend any money there, knowing the realities of dispensaries from people that run dispensaries. A lot of the product out there.
Whole country of dispensaries. You know what I mean? Like different markets are fascinating. Like you just learn so much, you know, going into dispensaries.
What makes a
and
dispensary, you know, because
I'm
like,
sorry?
like what makes a dispensary? Because like even in my state, if I go to downtown Nashville, there are signs up and they've got the green cross on there, and they advertise themselves as dispensaries.
Absolutely. If you sell, if it's a dispensary, you sell cannabis, is what I think.
Yeah.
And if it's cannabis, whatever. It's
yeah. See, now a dispensary, that's another word for store. That's what that.
Well, I mean, a dispensary it's like a, you know, it's a place where you buy your weed.
Yeah,
like it's a place where you buy your weed. Like you wouldn't call anything
it's a
else.
store for regulated goods, basically.
You know, or not, you know, I mean, or fucking unregulated. I don't know.
But like in Nashville, it's very strange, because in Nashville they almost advertise themselves as if they are medically backed.
Right.
You know, as if my state does have a medical program, and I don't know if that's a good look. I don't know if it's the right way to go, to take the gray market and try to look legitimate when you know you're only halfway there. You know what I mean?
I do. You know, being in Texas, I get that.
People. It confuses people. You know, people will come in from out of state and they'll go, "Oh, look, there's a dispensary," and they go in, and this is just a head shop. You know what I mean? That's sort of a thing.
Or a smoke shop, and they just put a weed leaf on the sign, and now it's a dispensary.
It's very misleading. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Liz, I got another question for you. How did you start the hemp cup? What brought about it? What was the spark? And
that was on my list of questions as well.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
I love this question. Oh, and Clayton, this is your number 5. Socks galore.
Thank you.
Tomorrow.
You guys were talking about it. I was like, yeah, that's cool.
I know. Don't worry, you're gonna get it. Okay, hemp cup. So in 2019, I went to the Emerald Cup, And 2018 is when we started our company, Grow House Media. My last name is Grow, for real. And I don't know, we're producers and we wanted to focus in cannabis. And so Grow House was just the most obvious thing ever. So that's what we did. In 2019, we went to the Emerald Cup and it was so magical, so amazing. For me, it was life changing, just being such a lover of cannabis and somebody who really felt driven to like serve the plant, basically, right? So I went to the Emerald Cup, blown away, blown away. We got media passes because we were doing a story for Thrillist. And so we got to meet everyone. And that was just like it, like just the Emerald Cup had my heart. And I was just like, if Texas ever has weed, I'm doing this. Like, I'm doing this. Like, I have to do this. And in 2020, we did get legal hemp. And my company, my production company, shot a project all during 2020 where we followed 6 first-time hemp farmers in Texas plant their first seeds and then take it all the way to shelf, basically. And the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup was it was in December. It's always been in December. This is the first year. It's in October. And it was in December, and it's just a way to give our farmers the opportunity to show what they have been doing and to show how great they are at growing. Because not all of them, but some of them did grow cannabis before hemp was legal, and they're like, I'm doing this. I mean, I'm doing this legally. And it's just amazing, just the way, it came together, and it was fucking a dream. Like, if you were there at the first one, it's like, we're all like looking around like, did that really happen? Because it was just, one of those things like, is this really happening? Are we really having a weed competition in Texas? Like, fuck yeah. I'm sending these boxes. I'm judging. I'm partnering with the smartest people in cannabis to be expert judges and to taste Texas hemp, And some of the comments with judges are like, oh my God, this tastes like hemp. It's hemp. Some of it is straight up hemp, and you'll like die when you see all the CBD that you're smoking and getting into your lungs. It's a good thing, right? And that's what it tastes like. And but some of it tastes like, pretty awesome bud. So anyway, it's just, that's why we do it. And it's like, we're not going to stop. And this year's so much fun with the Discord server, and I'm so great. Yeah, I love connecting with you guys.
Hell yeah, it's pretty fun. Wargasm and I are typically acting a fool in there. More Wargasm than myself. I'm a sophisticated gentleman when it comes to Discord.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But Wargasm, what's your take on THCA, man? You've been out quiet all night, man. What's going on, dude?
Hey, I'm all for it, dude. I don't really have no like local market here. What they have in the vape shops and shit like that is ass.
Are you coming to the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup?
Yes, I will be.
Yay, good, yay.
You
can load up.
Hey, real quick, Wargasm, what shirt are you wearing there? That's a real cool looking. Oh shit, what is that? Oh wow.
Black tie collab with Space City.
What?
Oh damn, dude.
Gotta rep my boy.
Sure.
That's what's up, man. This is the new one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. Y'all gonna go ahead and get a sneak peek.
We're having a fashion show. Oh, I love that.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Hey, City.
That's fire, dude. That's awesome.
Ooh, I love that.
Almost like I planned this shit.
I know, man.
Burn that motherfucker.
Hey, we got a question here in the.
This is year two Taste of Texas Hemp Cup. It's on hemp.
Nice. I like my shirt better.
Well, of course you do. It's yours.
I'm playing. I'm kidding.
Well, okay, we can have more than one shirt. All right.
Yeah.
We got a question in the chat. Somebody was asking if you grow THCA and it's over the tested measures, does it need to be thrown away? I guess.
So, technically, yes.
Okay.
Technically, yes. It needs to be burned. It needs to go. There's things you can do with it. You can do things with it. Obviously, you can extract a lot from it. Put it through the ringer and get the Delta 9. But there's a lot you can do with it. So with the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup, we are not going to put the potency on blast. We're not going to put the cannabinoids on blast. But there will be a most potent winner. But we're definitely not going to do that because it's like the law is the law. It's stupid, but it is the law. So we're just trying to be really smart about everything. But it's all about the terps anyway. So
Yeah, I'm of the opinion, the terpenes are as important as the cannabinoids. I've had really, really high cannabinoid, high THC content flower that doesn't have the right set of terpenes for me and my own. They call it the entourage effect. Whether it's a thing or not, I'm of the opinion it is. Science is still whatever about it, but I'm of the opinion from my anecdotal experience that it is. Certain terpenes just affect me better. And then I've had some lower THC content flower that have just the right set of terpenes, and it puts me out.
Yes, it's a science experiment. And are you coming to the cup?
I can't be there, unfortunately. I've got some other things going. I've got some previously planned stuff going on at the time. So
okay. Well, next time. So
yeah,
Patrick,
I'm gonna try to make it there next year.
So Soil King Patrick is going to be there. He has a program called the Gangier program, and it's like ganja, but then sommelier put together. And if you notice, sommelier is they're the person who smells wine, and they can tell you the region, and they can
Is
tell
he on
you.
YouTube?
Yes, he's on YouTube.
I know him. I watch his channel.
Yes, he is amazing. He's going to be there. He's going to be at the cup. He's going to be speaking. He'll be at the terpene ball too. But it is absolutely, the entourage effect is real. Science backs it up. Terpenes are more important, but terpenes are so fragile.
Yeah.
Terpenes, and then there are these other things that I forget the name of. But no, it is something totally different. This is a word I've never heard of. And it's a smell. It's not like Vespers, but it's something like that. But that's what Tangy is. And so Alec Dixon from SC Labs is our lab partner, and they're the Emerald Cup lab partner too. So that's for me, that's just like, yes, it's all happening. Like I planned this shit, right?
Yeah.
It's happening. And so he's going to talk about that. He's going to talk about the terps and how important they are and how critical they are and how, so everybody's, all the farmers COAs, and we're all going to see these COAs on the big screen. And so when you see them, you're like, whoa, it's not numbers. It's like, fuck, it's colors, and it's a wheel, and it's this is how it makes you feel, and this is this, and this is, and it's all based in science. And it's just so amazing. It's like, stoners, when they see that Vital Facts report, they're like, I knew it. Like, I fucking knew it, man. Like, they're terpene all along. And it's so cool. You guys, you judges are going to be like all over those reports when they're released, because it's just cool. Like, you're really spending a lot of time with samples, and you're really doing it the right way. And I'm just so fucking grateful.
Yeah. We took a lot of notes as we were like, sampling it individually, just kind of like making sure we were writing down so that way when we get out there, we can kind of see what each other
know what we're kind of looking for.
Yeah, I was very thorough in my examination. I'm gonna let you know right now.
Who was taking pictures?
I was very thorough. I took macro shots.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.
What is this black stuff, you guys? What do we think? Jennifer said there was black stuff. I haven't seen a picture yet. What is she talking about?
I never saw a picture. I saw a really purple bud. That's it.
That's all.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe we talk about number 3.
Yeah.
Maybe she's never had
number
purple
3.
bud.
Yeah, that thing was pretty dark.
I didn't see any black stuff though. So.
Yeah, that wasn't like unhealthy dark or nothing.
No, that shit's clean.
Just that shit's dark perps.
It's all so clean. It's all so good. Like, it's so good. Like, these farmers work so fucking hard. They're all going to be there. They're going to be hanging out at the Farmers Lounge, and all the winners, like the past years and past contestants, are going to be in the Farmers Lounge too, just to chill and smoke and share stuff. And judges, I'll let you guys into the Farmers Lounge. But
I heard something about cool lanyards and dope passes or something
with lights, dude.
All I know is mine
lights.
better
Okay,
be.
now I have to
Mine
get
better have a
lights.
little smoke set. When you push the button, a little bit of smoke comes out.
Now I'm gonna have to get lights. All right, okay.
I'm gonna
Let me
walk around
figure
like
it
Lazy
out.
You're upping
Road.
the standard a little.
No, I know. We're good though.
I'm gonna
We
tell her,
got
hey, I
this.
know Liz. I'm with Liz. I don't want to hear anything. I'm with Liz, man.
Everybody says that though. Everybody says that. Everybody's
Oh
like, but I
no.
know her. We smoked weed together. It's like, yeah, no
Oh
shit.
man, Liz, I got
But
another
we will.
question for you. What do you think is going to happen with cannabis in Texas? Do you think they're going to make a strong push for legalization, for recreational? I've seen a couple things popping up for Dallas, trying to put it on the ballot for
Hell
November.
yeah.
That's right.
What's your
That's
stance?
right.
What do you think?
Well, I think Texans are fucking badass. And Texans, when we fight for what we want, we get it. And I think that's what we're seeing. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. You know, we've been advocates since 2018, and we've had 2 legislative sessions under our belts. We have testified both times and gone to the marches. This was the first year we weren't at the march because we had other things. But fact is, it is a you know, as Texan, if you love weed, you got to be there. You got to show up. As long as people show up, we're gonna get it. It'll be fine. We have to fucking figure it out because the legal cannabis market is trying to kill the hemp market right now. Like that's what's happening. And I have a lot of you know, hard to believe. You know, I got enemies. I got a lot of enemies.
What?
Got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy. But you're not
Hey,
gonna
you and
fucking
me
drain.
both.
You're not gonna drain me. And yes, I did quote Drake. It's okay outside of the bubble. Outside of the bubble, it's not gonna. We're not gonna stop. And this plant we should have full access to this plant. First and
That's what
foremost, we should be able to grow it in our backyard. Like I'm not fucking
100%.
around. We need to stop putting people in jail. We need to stop ruining lives because that's what's
100%.
happening.
You ain't lying.
So many lives. So many lives are ruined for a plant. Parents are scared and kids are scared. Oh my God, I'm scared. It's like we should be scared of the pedophiles out there. We should be scared of the human
For
traffickers.
real.
We should not be scared of a
Bigger
plant.
shit to worry about.
Can I speak on that and how I think
I'm
that
gonna smoke out of the boots for
I
that.
think that the THCA market since 2018
Yay.
and
I
the
love them
Farm Bill,
Mm-hmm.
since that legalized, you know, what I know is the great market in my state, the THCA market.
Yeah.
I think what's happened is that's been a big source of exposure to a lot of the population that haven't previously been exposed. When they start seeing something that they can get through their mail and that is taxed, they see in that legitimacy. Consumers, I immediately saw that this I can get this through the mail. These are actual companies. They're paying taxes. That makes it legitimate. I feel perfectly safe doing that now. In the same way, after it started happening, you started having companies pop up on like Facebook and other platforms that seem to be focused toward an older demographic or a different demographic. People who are, you know, have kids, you know, for lack of a better term, the soccer moms and the grandparents out there. And, you know, and also those people, even if they're not using these products, everybody around them are suddenly, and nobody's going out there and, you know, getting into criminality or, you know, hurting each other. Whereas, you know, I mean, we have alcohol, and that constantly causes criminality and harm. So I think the THCA in 2018 bill has set into motion something that really I don't think it can be stopped, because the American population, most of us now, we've seen what it is to have this stuff freely available for the most part, and we see that there is no harm in it. And in contrast to there being harm to it, it's reduced harm. And you know, by, you know, pretty much getting rid of the illicit markets, which I'm just grateful I don't have to go to a Walmart at 2:00 in the morning somewhere and sit in a parking lot and wait for an hour and a half for some dude to get there after when he should
To maybe
you know
get
what I mean?
there.
To maybe get robbed while I'm sitting in the parking lot or something, you know?
I know, or him maybe getting robbed. I mean, it's just it's fucking,
I'm right around the corner.
mind fuck, and it's mind control. You know, and to me, that's what it is. It's control. and it's fake. It's not real, and we absolutely need to fight it.
They created a
And
false narrative around this plant decades and decades and decades ago, and it's just now
Exactly right.
starting to unravel around them.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And as a soccer mom, so to speak, you know, I love it. I love it so much because I feel like, you know, I'm a messenger in a
Mhm.
lot of ways to like
Mhm.
my people, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
you know, I graduated from college in 2002.
Yep.
Okay, do the math, guys.
Hey,
I'm like, oh my God, midlife.
Well, and I mean, I think
Thank God I'm here. I mean, that's the whole idea of the keep
Yeah.
living. But I'm like, fuck, okay, let's keep going. But also at the same time, that gets me some respect. That gets me a little bit of a track record. You know, I have friends in high places, so to speak. They know I love weed,
Mhm.
and they want to know about weed. And the older they get, the more fragile they get.
Mhm.
You know, the more they're going to want a gummy. And
Uh,
I'm just like, we need to quit fucking around.
My grandfather is 83 years old, and he's still with us, thank goodness. And
Yeah.
he even recently, he's a Navy chief, retired with full honors. And recently, he's been, you know, talking about, you know, if a gummy or something could help him with his, you know, his, you know, old people issues. You know what I
His
mean?
life.
Yeah.
His life.
And
Yes. Oh
I'm
my
like
God.
that throws me for a loop because, you know, like while he never crawled my ass about it, so to speak, he was never really, you know, accepting of my cannabis use. You know what I mean?
Of course. It's a
But
drug, you
I
know.
think
It was all that reefer madness, man.
well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that was
Mm-hmm.
that was due to the false narrative during that time. It was
Right.
based more on economics than anything else.
Right.
But I
It
mean,
was based more than racism, more than anything
yeah,
else.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
we're
that's
tradition. Let's
that was
not get it twisted. We have to
that
change
was the way they
it.
law for sure by fear mongering on that
It's
precedent.
disgusting. Yeah.
And I think it has a potential not only as, you know, a great medicine, but also is great for harm reduction. I myself,
Yes.
I spent 18 years as an alcoholic,
Mm.
for the past year and a half, I've been totally sober, and I have
Hell yeah.
broken any you know, craving or anything like that. I don't deal with that anymore. And I wouldn't have been able to do it if it weren't for me being able to access THCA hemp, you know.
Yes.
So, you know, that's something I want to see keep going. And if your state of Texas winds up going
Beautiful.
the full way with it, then
Full enchilada
yeah, then
is the legal
I am
term.
for sure that Tennessee will be right behind you.
Y'all right
Absolutely.
next door.
Mm-hmm.
I
As
hear a lot of
Texas
people saying
goes,
that
so
Texas
goes
is
the
going to be the
country.
new California. So,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
you know, and I'm out here. I'm at the start of it.
How?
I'm here.
Hopefully it'll be something better than California.
Well, from what I read,
California,
I hear
There you
that
go.
please.
Texas is
There you
keeping
go.
the New Mexico like dispensaries, you know, alive, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people going across the border are the jumping over to New Mexico and picking up some stuff.
I'm
Oh
telling you,
yeah.
man,
Dude,
it's happening whether people like it or not.
Oklahoma?
People know. People want the plant. So
Guys, Texas is so interested in weed. Like we do all the searches, we spend all the money. You know, I mean, we're doing it. Our liberty market is strong and thriving. It's just kind of fucked up that people can still go to jail. You know, we have to stop that first, and then let the black market, liberty market
Mm-hmm.
thrive. You know, and then let's figure it out. You know, California really fucked it up. And I was there during the good times in 2011, and that's where I learned about cannabis. I really learned, and really, it saved my life. Like I was suicidal.
oh man.
Truly, truly, it was horrible, and I'd never been. It was like
Man, I'm
fuck.
sorry to hear that.
Thank you, thank you.
And
But
with you, Sesh,
yeah,
you as well, man. I'm sorry to hear that for you as well,
yeah,
man. It's crazy, and it seems like everybody
mhm,
has like something, and
yeah,
this plan just brings everybody together,
The
and it
the
just
point
helps.
yeah,
is this is good medicine and it's
mhm,
natural medicine. And
mhm,
there's been a very long span of time where natural medicine, for one reason or another, in the Western culture, has not been appreciated. very much if it doesn't come in a pill form.
Absolutely.
They can't make money off of it, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well,
That's
And
see,
it.
that's it.
I
It's just
can't
something that's
count.
affordable for everyone too.
that's something else that I think is changing the market right now. Is for decades and decades, while we know racism played its part in the outlaw of cannabis, one of the preemptors for that was a lot with the textiles companies, oil textile companies and stuff.
All that, the lumber mills, all the money invested in the lumber
Not a
mills
lot
that
of
were
people,
useless
not a lot of
after
people
hemp
know this,
Petroleum.
but Ford actually created a fully hemp vehicle that ran on hemp derived fuel, and that could have ruined it for the fossil fuel industry and a lot of the
100%.
textile industries and the steel industry, and it could have done a lot of bad stuff. So what they had to do is they had to come up with a reason to outlaw it. So what they did is they fear mongered it, and they created this racist subplot behind everything to get it outlawed. But that's what's happening now, where we're going into this point where everybody's talking about green energy, and we're going into electric, and we're going into all this other stuff. If we think about it realistically, I think our government's kind of kept cannabis and hemp kind of in the closet till such a time as they can start profiting from it. Now they're running low on all these other things, oil and energy crisis and all that. Now what do? We soft push it out. We create a bill, start exposing the public to it. Once we get it out there, then we start, getting our reins on it and finding ways to make money from it. And that's kind of what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that in the future there might be too much control over, and then we have, the PepsiCo and Coca-Cola of cannabis. And that is a big fear for me. So I've actually thought about a startup, and I've been kind of keeping it myself, but it might benefit everybody, and I don't know if I'll ever get around to doing it. But I've thought about a startup for a seed vault, not a seed bank, but a long-term climate-controlled seed vault, wherein growers and farmers can store their seeds for years or decades potentially, without having to worry about something. I know a fella recently who he's a fantastic grower. He has a lot of genetics, and his house burned down tonight, and he lost everything. There were unique genetics this world will never see again that are gone. And if something like what I'm talking about, and he was actually one of the people I was talking to about this, and if we had something like this in place where every state had their own little seed vault that individual growers and stuff could store their genetics in and stay one step ahead on the genetic line from the government, and any attempts to control that.
Here's the thing. So seeds are legal. Seeds are legal
until germination.
Until germination. So shout from the rooftop, seeds are legal. We're gonna have some seed sellers, Reggie and Dro, and have received our official seed sponsor.
Hey, there you go. Maybe I can get some seeds.
Get some seeds. You're gonna get some seeds. Actually, you can get a tattoo, and if you get a tattoo, you can get some seeds, because we got a tattoo artist.
Nice.
Cool tattoos.
That sounds like a win-win.
Seeds are legal, but look into the seed bank at Texas Tech University in Lubbock. I believe right now it's the largest in the world, and what they are trying to do is just do that, get all of the seeds and preserve the genetics. They're also doing a seed bank at A&M right now. So
preserving the genetics, I think, is going to be very important.
You've got to.
There are certain strains that you mentioned, like the Jack strains and stuff. It's really hard to find a good original cut of Jack Herer. And for what you do find, at least that I find that we purchase, at least in the THCA market, it feels like a lot of those genetics have been bred out over the course of generations.
So yes, I think you're absolutely right. We take it back to landrace strains, right? How many true landrace strains do we have? How many clones do we have? How many seeds do we have? How many growers do we, or breeders do we have? making those seeds, you know.
Mhm.
And we don't have a macro view on that around the globe, and we should know who's working on what when. And a lot of people do it as a small world, but it's also like we should be more plugged in to really protect the genetics. So to your point
Do you
on that,
think
you know, with landrace strains especially.
do you
So
think
shout out
that
there,
legalization across the world is happening in Germany?
yeah, South
I hear
Africa now.
yeah, I heard that Morocco is got a legal market now. I've got a
Yeah,
buddy that lives over there, and he contacted me immediately. Said, "No, wait till you guys see all the hash coming
yeah.
out of my place." You know.
Oh, and
So,
they've always been, and it's always
hmm
just been there. And you know,
hmm
it's really a magical time right now. So
yeah,
yes, I
Exactly.
feel like Texas is gonna legalize, but we have to legalize the right way.
yeah,
We have to do it in the right way,
yeah,
and we cannot be placated by little crumbs. Because
hmm
right now, yes, do we have a medical program? Yes, we do, but there's no
yeah,
flour, and
yeah,
that's actually the most effective way
yeah.
of administering the medicine,
Well, if you
and
give
the
it a
most
minute, they'll
cost
take a
effective way
mile.
too.
So,
The most cost effective way too. I'm
hmm
just like, really, come
hmm
on, you know.
yeah. Well, like in the UK market, they do have flour, but to consume it,
Ugh, I
they
hear it's
have
shit.
to vaporize it. Yes, well, I know a few people over
Yeah.
there. They're not happy with what they have available, but they
Well,
have
yeah.
to
Why would you go
vaporize,
there? Yeah.
and the only
They
way
bring it over.
they can vaporize medically is through a stores and pickle device like the Mighty. So say they want to use something like
Yeah.
this. This isn't
Yeah.
medically approved. My ball vape is not medically approved. Um, and
What
when
about
they're
my bong?
no,
Is my bong medically approved?
no,
What
for
about
them
your butt plug?
you
What's
cannot
my exactly? It's a butt
you
plug,
you
bro. It's
can't
sex
combust
toy.
over there.
Step
No,
off.
Is
I
that
don't
uh,
want
FDA
that.
approved?
If I
yeah.
said it was a
So
sex toy, they'd be like, okay.
well, we can't
Shit.
yeah
Like what?
yeah
Liz,
they
I got another question for you. What's the future for the Taste of Texas Hemp Co? Where do you see yourself going? Let's say 5 years from now, where do you envision the Taste of Texas Hemp Co going?
First of all, I see myself getting a different bong. Can I just get a different bong, please? 1 second. I'm not kidding.
I mean, I
I
was gonna
really,
say nothing, but you know,
it's so annoying. It's so
Hey,
orgasm,
annoying.
wake up, man.
hey, what's up to everybody
Chilling, bro.
in the chat, man? I didn't want to interrupt and read all the comments because
yeah
everybody's talking, giving good information, so it's kind of hard to, you know what I mean,
Okay.
get to y'all. So I sorry about that. But what's up to Monique, K Ham, Moscow,
What's up,
Brunson?
everybody?
Who
Oh
else I
uh
see
shit!
up in here,
It's a whole
man?
crowd in here.
yeah
All the
What's up,
man,
usual
everyone?
suspects.
we've been in here yakking, not paying attention to the
Hey, you just
chat.
cut off space if you need to. It's no biggie.
I'm yakking. I'm the one talking.
Holy
I'm
smoke!
yakking. I'm
Damn,
smoking
man.
out of all my fun things right now. I love this. I haven't sessioned in so
We're all
long. I
trying to
feel
be
like every time
professional.
I'm talking to you guys on the Discord, I'm like smoking and like typing.
Yeah, that's what we
Hell
do.
yeah!
We sesh and we talk.
Yeah. What new piece did you get?
Man.
What did you go and grab?
All right, I grabbed
Yo, who?
this grab wide base.
Oh,
Oh,
It's got a
nice.
Oh,
little
that
fish
is
in it.
The little
beautiful.
goldfish. Hell
With the
yeah.
Ooh,
goldfish, yeah.
Looks dirty.
I
you got a glass
love this
collection.
piece. I do.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's a
have a very big glass
nice
collection.
piece.
nice.
And they've got names, and yeah, I just love glass. I mean, I love it all, and I feel like just back to like why and how did I get into cannabis? Maybe you didn't even ask. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you. I just want everybody to know how awesome it is, especially women. You know, it's
hmm
just life is hard for everyone. But as a woman, damn, we really deal with a lot. Like, we'll just say, leave it to hormones. You know, leave it to like what we go through internally that men don't go through.
hmm
You know, because we have certain hormones, we have some shit going on, and it's like, God damn, cannabis is so good and so helpful for all of that. It's like
hmm
I want people to know. I want everyone to know. You
Yep.
know what? People in my life have been addicted to pills, and I
hmm
don't like that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I didn't want to take pills because I was scared I'd be addicted, but then I'm
Yep.
like, fuck, this
I,
sucks.
I had my appendix out when I was younger, and they gave me a prescription. And then when I went back to the surgeon for my follow up, he says, "So, do you need any more of your prescription?" I said, "I still have half of it left." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "I've seen too many people, mess up, So I'm like, ain't gonna be me. I just stayed at home and I smoked my bud. You know what I mean? So,
Exactly right.
Amen. That's how I am. I'll smoke my bud and I'll eat my Subway.
mm-hmm.
Ew,
And that's
girl,
like what got me
Yeah.
through, man. Fucking foot long.
Hey man, I'm not
Give me
gonna
a
lie.
Subway.
I'm not gonna lie. Depending on what you get at Subway, it's good. I'm not gonna lie. I worked at one of them
I loved
places
it.
at one point, and there's a few secrets to shopping at Subway.
Hey man, it's what you need. It's consistent. It gets you through. It
Yep.
saves you. Subway
Yep.
saves you. But okay, so the future of the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup.
Yes, future taste
Mhm.
of Texas.
Yeah. So we're doing the terpene ball this year, the Texas terpene ball. And so that's, kind of, it's an extension, right? It's different though. It's concentrates and there's a lot that goes into it. So we're starting small. So we're just trying to like tap into different cannabis groups, right, in the state, specific to Texas. I'm trying to get Texas stoners out to play, and talk about what they're smoking.
Mhm.
Yeah, and talk about their farmers
Mhm.
and
Hey,
say,
there's a
hey, this
lot
is
more than you
bullshit.
realize.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly. Yes.
is it
Hey,
an outdoor
we need to
event?
vote. Yes, it's an
Yes.
outdoor event, but
Okay,
there's
great.
indoors as well. If you have a VIP, it's indoors.
Yeah, we're VIPs.
Hell
Orgasm
yeah.
Lounge
I was just
VIPs.
wondering. I just there was just an
Yeah.
event in Chattanooga I went to a couple of weeks ago, and it was amazing. It was all outdoor, free entry,
Good.
and it was. I mean,
That's awesome.
yeah, I was really surprised that something like that could happen in my state, and
Yeah.
it gives me hope
Seriously.
for.
And free
you know,
entry, that's
Yeah.
so we are not free entry to keep it a private party.
Yeah.
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 We are able to keep it a private party.
Yeah.
The Far Out is the most amazing venue. We've done
Yeah.
it for the last 2 years there. We're doing it again. We love them so much because they know we're adults. They know that we are,
Mhm.
adults and
Yeah.
advocates and hemp lovers.
Mhm.
And they're like, a dab tent? And I'm like, yes, a dab tent.
Mhm.
Like, come on.
Just
Like, let me
one.
show you. Like, that's the vibe. Like, the vibe of the day is like, do that dab. Ooh, smoke that flower. Ooh, eat that cookie. It's just, keeping it fun and keeping it light. And,
Oh yeah. And just to be clear, cannabis consumption is allowed at the event.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Absolutely. Only good though. No boof.
See?
Okay. Don't
See?
bring any boof.
That's the thing.
I
That's
can
the
bring
thing.
my
Don't
That's
be
City
bringing
rolls.
boof to sell either. Don't be. I love it. Sell. Business. I love business. I'm a business person. I'm an anarchist at heart. We don't need the government in between our business.
Yeah.
But
There you go,
don't
there
bring
you go.
boof.
Less
Don't
is
bring
more
boof
when it comes to
sell
government.
your
Hey,
shitty
that
shit
goes
that's
out to Wargasm.
sprayed.
Don't bring that Reggie you always bring around every
That's
time
all
you
I
come
got,
to
bro.
Sesh, bro.
But
I'm tired
I
of
mean,
picking
that's
the
out
Reggie
pet
rolls
seeds
on
out of your
deck.
bag, dude. What's up with
These
that?
You
are
better not. We have some shit to prove. We have some shit to prove. The guys at SC Labs were like shocked. They're like, don't be afraid if some of this comes back. And I'm like, you don't be afraid if you're jealous. You don't live in Texas. And I swear to God, they're like, fuck. And it's so funny. I got the warning and I'm like, text you guys, like the minute I hear anything, I'm like, oh, I got to tell the judges. And I got like a warning from the lab. I'm like, fuck, what is it? And I tap in and the warning is that like half of it or like more than half of it is like hot.
yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's no problem.
Saw nothing.
Moving aside, what do these lab reports look like? Holy shit.
Well,
Let's go.
that's just the way it is these days. You know what I mean?
What are you going to do?
It's just the market.
Are you going to judge? I mean, come on. What are you judging me for? Like, seriously, what the fuck are you judging me for?
Ain't nothing
My
wrong.
cannabinoid consumption. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for caring.
Like,
Thank
it's
you for
what we're
caring.
doing here,
Thank
cannabinoid
you.
consumption, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah. Well, exactly. But it's just like with the government, when the government gets involved, it's just like, what are we doing? It's just embarrassing. But usually people are really cool, especially, security at the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup.
Yep.
Everybody's cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's cool. But you want to be respectful, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, at that event it was very strange to be standing outside in a municipal park down the street from the courthouse smoking a hash hole, and a cop walks past me, and there's people over there taking, because it was municipal park, so there was people taking wedding photos, and a cop walks past me and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm good." He just walks
Pass
on
it to
by.
him, bro.
Pass it
Did
to
you
him,
blow
brother.
like a smoke ring?
Wargasm, know what's up, man.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
guys, let's take a
Crazy.
second here. Let's pop into the chat for a bit.
Yeah.
We've been ignoring the comments. Shout out to Monique K Ham. He's talking about VIP.
Hey, where do we
K
see
Ham bought 2 judges boxes because he bought one for me and then he bought one for himself.
what?
He's got the P&B hash holes that he's going to be bringing. If you guys don't know, P&B is one of the brands out here in Texas, Houston, Texas. Got some of the best flour, the best rosin,
Hell yeah.
mix, and it's fire, dude, fire. So we're gonna have a lot of hash holes out there. If you haven't, if you guys have never experienced a hash hole, just hit it one time.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're
Don't hit
amazing.
it more than once.
I was blessed with
They're
trying
really
a
good.
Moroccan hash hole, and so it had Moroccan hash in it, and it was very tasty, very good.
Nice.
I was blessed by a man named Zach, Zach Woods. If you guys have heard of it.
Zach Woods, he gave you a cannoli or what, G?
That's what I'm talking about. I was blessed with the cannoli.
Wait. That was all right. Shout out to Zach Woods and shout out to the homegirl High Tide Pie. Those are cool. Those are okay.
I can't speak. Okay, I couldn't speak. I was so high. I couldn't speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
think
bring
about
the
it.
sea level stuff for Liz. I can't let her hit the Space City
Amazing.
stuff.
I love it. I love a good hash hole. I got to take puffs though throughout the day, especially a Taste of Texas Hemp Cup. Especially because the day before is Terpene Ball, so we just gotta.
Oh yeah.
Wait
Pace yourself.
try a Space City hash hole.
You should see Keem trying to smoke one of these Space City.
You just gotta
hash holes,
smoke it to
man.
the dome and see what happens.
We did another episode where we had a friend of mine who owns a THCA company. Mysteriously, somehow he ended up with a Space City hash hole. So we smoked it on the stream. Mysteriously, crazy. And so he was smoking it on the stream, and then he was real lively, he was real talkative, and then once he was at halfway through, he was just looking like Orgasm's looking right now, just stuck.
Bro, I ain't even started mine, dude.
You see what people in the chat said?
Waiting.
You see what K-Han said? Can't get Wargasm won't shut up.
I know. Talkative ass motherfucker.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
Liz, I got another question for you. Do you ever envision the Hemp Cup being in Houston?
You know what? Somebody said something about that the other day on Instagram, I think. So maybe, maybe we're totally up to think about it, moving. It just depends on, I think, what is most convenient maybe for our farmers. So, if our farmers out there would be like, hey, Houston would be more convenient, then that's what we'll do. But I really have a vision to make it more like a bowl, basically. Regional, kind of like a regional competition, like regional competitions, then that lead up to the actual Taste of Texas Hemp Cup, right? So we have farmers from all over submit their bud, but I kind of like want to bring more farmers out and just like have a regional competition. And maybe you have the top 3 of the region get to go on to the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup or something like that.
Treat them like sports teams. Give them brackets.
Yes, totally, different brackets. But I think that'd be really cool because I love it. I love regional cannabis. I love that is grown there. It's grown by the people who live there. It's grown by your people. That's like the healthiest, like produce you can have. But
produce, exactly. Like
it's like my dream. We get back to a community. It's like I come to your house. And I'm like, hey, I just grew this. You're gonna love it. I just grew my cherry pie. You'll be like, what the fuck? This is so good.
Liz, do you grow? Have you tried growing?
Yeah, a little bit. I've tried, but they're not really tried. I just kind of like had the plant and I kind of watered it and just kind of let it go. With some hemp plant.
You didn't take care of it?
No, not really. I recognize that it's a living thing, and I'm
it's
not
a living thing, man.
I don't like those.
I didn't have the time.
You sound like Orgasm, dude.
You tell me if you find more hours in the day than 24. Okay,
That's
tell me, and I will grab those, and I will grow in those hours. But I really do love. I serve the plant by putting a camera on it, and the people who grow it. And talking to them and humanizing them almost, that's Big Texas Hemp, this project that we started in 2020. You know, it humanizes these growers in a way that's just like so beautiful and so fucking awesome. And you know, there's nothing dirty about it, but it's like the government really like gets in their way. It's really gross.
100%.
So, you know, that's kind of like that's it for me. That's what I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get more people growing, okay? And
Yeah.
then I'll grow. When it's
Yeah.
legal and it's all good, I'll grow. Maybe when it's illegal. I am going to do a new show. I hosted a show called Calling All Growers in
Oh, cool.
2022. Calling All Growers with Liz Grow. It was on this called Pro Cannabis Media on YouTube, and it's
Oh,
in
cool.
kind of more Massachusetts area, more East Coast growers. Shout out my East Coast growers. I love you. You know
Shout
I
out
do.
to East Coast growers. Let me get my camera.
Amazing. But anyway, I got to interview the best growers in the game and the breeders, and we talked and we talked and we shared tips, and we had people send in their questions, and it was awesome. I stopped doing that, but I'm going to do it again. And I have a studio in Dallas that I'm going to work with, and it's super exciting. So that's something that's going to happen. We're going to shoot that in November, a couple episodes.
Dallas
So,
is dope.
yeah, we're not going to call it Calling All Growers. I don't know. My last name's Grow, though, so it's kind of cheesy, but it also works. So.
Yeah.
Super
Looks
cheesy.
like we have 2 questions here in the chat. We've got K-Ham. He wants to know what devices are going to be used for the judges during the terpene bowl.
Oh, for the concentrate judging. Great question,
Puffco's. Great question. Puffco's.
Damn,
That's right,
Puffco's, no Cardinals?
And we're gonna
No
give
smoking
away.
speed?
We're giving away 2 Puffco Peaks at the Terpene Ball.
Oh,
So if you
shit.
buy a ticket, you're entered to win. They're
Man,
awesome.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Fucking orgasm. You might win a Puffco, dude. You can stop begging me
Dude,
for
it's
mine.
fun. It's gonna
And
be
then,
so fun.
I'm a Carter boy.
Yeah.
You know
We've
it.
got
We call it
Albert
once in life
Trevino.
over here, Space City.
Oh, Albert, what's up?
Yeah, he wants to know about the Texas glass blowers. So people out there making
Good
glass.
question.
Oh my god.
Something
You
for
guys,
them too.
the
Dope glass
Glassmith.
blowers.
Okay, so we have the Glassmith. They're our official Glassmith partner, and the Glassmith. They're I don't know if you guys know them, know that name. They're really, really big in Austin, and there's a guy named Billy, and he started this. He was a glass blower, and it's a big. You know, he's got like 7 locations now, and so they're sponsoring the Glassmith Glass Zone. We're gonna have like 4 torches going. Okay, there's gonna be so many glass blowers.
Wow.
It's going to be unbelievable. Some glass blowers have booths themselves. Some will just have tables. We have a whole glass zone. Like I have a site map that you guys will get. And it's just like a big blob of glass blowers. But I'll tell you what, Jerome Baker will be on the torch that day, you guys. The
Nice.
Jerome Baker. He will be on the torch, and he'll also be speaking. And so we absolutely love glass. It means so much to us. To support artists who do this magic. So every year we've had the glass blower, like a featured glass blower, come and blow the actual cup, right?
Oh,
So
no
winner,
shit.
yes, the best hemp in Texas gets an actual beautiful custom piece.
Very
Last year,
nice.
Jeremy Green
Damn,
got a salt glass piece. The year before, William Boxfan Menzies, he studied under Bob Snodgrass. So did Jerome Baker. I mean, the glass world is deep, you guys.
Yeah.
Which is why the Terpene Ball is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a heady audience. But
I'm looking
anyway.
at Jerome's stuff right now. He's got some very nice pieces.
Oh my God. I'm so excited. He's coming in from Maui.
Damn.
He's like, fuck yeah.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling up today.
That's a heck of a trip right there.
Looks like we got Rico in here too.
Yo, what's up,
What up, Rico?
Rico's a long-time supporter of the channel, Space City Cannabis. And he actually won the 500 subscriber giveaway back when, dude.
I do believe I think I remember that, yeah.
Hey, Wargasm's already rolled up, man. You don't gotta wait 3 hours this time.
Shit, hey, last time we waited 3 hours for this motherfucker to roll.
Wargasm's ready?
Hey,
Oh,
I finished that shit right when he left too.
Yeah, fuck you.
You're
Like,
just not done?
Smoking on something good right now. Liz, do you like smoking blunts or joints, or do you always smoke glass?
So I'm mostly glass, but I do like
But
joints.
she never turns down a
Blunt.
fatty.
You know what? I do. I don't like a tobacco wrap. I like a hemp wrap. If I do a blunt, like I'm cool with a blunt for sure. It's
Does
just the
hemp wrap-
tobacco kind of makes my stomach like.
Yeah.
feel a little sick.
Yeah, I
And,
don't.
you know,
What about just
but
straight
glass,
papers? What about just straight elements, papers?
you know, yeah, why not? I mean, I've smoked a lot of stuff in my day. You know, I think my go-to though is like a little joint with a filter because my voice is deep no matter what, and if I don't use a filter, it like gets deep. So I'm a filter
Damn, you
girl.
sound
I'm
tougher
a
than
filter
orgasm.
girly. You what?
I said, damn, you sound tougher than orgasm.
And listen, look at this shit. Look at that shit. It actually doesn't look that dark, but it is. I've been
Damn, that's
You can
crazy.
tell.
doing it.
Now I got another question for you, Liz. If we're
Yes.
expert judges this year, are we allowed to come
Yes.
back next year and be expert judges?
Oh my gosh, you guys better, because I can't make new friends. All right.
You ain't lying.
can't.
Leave us for life.
I'm telling you, we come out of our shell, and when we do, we'll pull you in.
Oh man.
We're not gonna come
What's
back
up,
out
Liz?
again. I'll be like,
I gotta talk again.
But we do though. You know, that's what it is. Though there are a lot of judges that have come back year after year, and it's really fucking awesome. You know, and it's just great. It's like it's really cool because it matters. You know, like you are giving respect to these farmers, and that's the thing, and that's what I ask for. And talking year after year, that everything gets better and better and better. But you just gotta give respect to these farmers. They have grown this bud just for this competition. They do not take this lightly. They're very, very proud of it. So when you talk about it online, you know, just kind of be respectful and don't show the sample. And here's why.
Don't show the samples,
the
orgasm.
packaging.
Know your bitch ass.
Don't show the packaging. Try not to show the packaging because
What's up, Grizz?
because they might be watching. They might be watching, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's mine." You know, I don't know.
I
don't know. That's my thing.
I was actually talking to the guys earlier, and I know I'm not a judge or anything, but I had an idea for future
Packaging.
events, future packaging, basically.
Oh fuck! Don't even go
And-
there. I'm seriously like still traumatized.
Well, I think I
Okay,
have
about
you, I
packaging.
think I have you worked out. You see,
okay. Well, you be my packaging partner next
I
year.
think what you would be doing is you would be bulk ordering all of the packs and then sending those via envelope to each person
All
on the team.
Brunson.
Well, let me show you
Listen,
this
I love
pack
you.
here.
I really don't want to talk about this though.
Okay.
I really do love you though. I really
All right.
offline we'll talk about it. I'm seriously, it was a traumatizing event.
Yeah,
It was
it can
traumatizing.
be.
So I'm like trying to just like come down from that.
Okay.
And I was thinking about one of the samples in particular. So that made me wonder, what is your favorite sample, guys?
Oh man, that's a hell of a question.
I'm smoking on
Orgasm,
number
go ahead and
11
go
right
first,
now.
man.
This is number 11 in here I'm smoking on.
Oh, number 10.
Okay.
Not bad.
What do you think?
It's not bad.
All right.
Not bad.
All right. Okay. All right.
It's got
Orgasm. No, keep going, please.
No, I was gonna say it's got an interesting flavor to it. I'm getting a little lemony flavle off of it. I'm not sure what else yet.
You got to
Does
make
it
more
remind you of
videos.
anything?
Does it remind you of anything?
Let me try it again.
Strain wise?
What does it remind you of? CJ?
Was it 11?
11.
Numero
What does 11 remind
11.
you of?
This is the one that I think, if I'm not mistaken, I get a little. This is the one that's got that meaty flavor to it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Number
the
11.
possible
See,
GMO
okay.
or meat strain.
Meaty to me has got to be like, around that
Mhm.
GMO, around that
Mhm.
cheese, around that rot a little bit, which is kind of like on the spectrum when gas is over here.
Mhm.
Right? It turns into gas, it turns into fossil fuels.
Mhm.
Okay, that really
Fossil
makes
fuels.
sense.
Yeah.
The meat turns into the fossil fuels. But it's interesting, like smoke some of that. Like there are some classic strains in that box, you guys.
Mhm.
There was number 2. Number 2 was interesting as well because when we opened that one up, it had like an earthy floral smell, but then it almost smelled like a Captain Crunch or something like that. Number 2 was
Number
crazy.
2.
Number 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Number
Tell
2
me
was
more
like a
about
bunch
That
of,
was
Tell me more.
that was
Tell me more.
interesting.
and it was a bunch of little nuggets in there. So
Yeah.
Can
was
I
nice.
ask you? So in
I
future,
love that.
in past or future
Yeah.
cups for your judges, have you allowed vaporization for consumption and judging?
Yeah, the thing that we ask is that we don't want it to be your judging to be affected by your papers, like that's kind of the only
Yeah.
thing. And that's just, that's a personal preference and a personal ask. And, we want you to smoke as purely as possible, which is why we provide a pipe, but I definitely smoke glass. And if you're smoking with papers, that's fine. Because a lot of the judging, thank you, orgasm, the Sherlock, I love it. Oh, feels so good in your hand. But it's just, the point is you just really want to judge, and you want to standardize it as much as possible, right? Like only connoisseurs like raise their hand and they're like, yeah, I'll take a box. Only people who are like, I need to fucking know what's in that box.
I'm
So they're
the
gonna
kind of
respect that.
person I hate to combust at all. So like when I taste flower, I go for this thing,
Dude, you gotta robo vape it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's what it's
I
been called.
respect
Yeah.
I respect that. As long as it's not a fucking bag, you're
Yeah.
Damn,
Who
shit.
said that? That was so rude. You guys, that was rude.
What's going on, JP?
What's up,
I think that was a really
JP?
good
Into the chat, man. I seen a couple people in the chat.
Yeah, they're blowing it up, man. I'm trying to keep
What's
up.
going on in
Hey,
the
tell them to pipe
chat?
down.
What's up to
Pipe
JP?
down.
Pipe down.
Got stuff going on in the pipe. I'm
Hey,
not like
orgasm,
a very
keep it flying,
good
man.
multitasker right now. I'm like really
It takes some
kind of
time.
just like
This is only my
on
third
it.
stream, I think. So
Yeah, Albert said Wagyu. Yeah.
yeah, the
Wagyu,
Wagyu, man.
is that the terp?
Man, that's that
So
meaty.
I just want
That's
to
a
know
strain
if
name,
you like
actually.
Moni.
taste anything, if you like, oh, this reminds me of this strain or this reminds me of this strain, just go ahead and say it. I just want to know. I'm so interested. I feel so powerful right now.
Like, does anybody taste lemon cherry gelato in any of those?
I did have one that I put lemon cherry gelato.
Really? Yeah.
Yes. Let me
Damn,
check.
we were talking about that
Do you remember which
last
one?
night, weren't we?
I have it written down. Let me check here.
Hold up. Let me guess which
fucking
one.
It was number
Professor
one.
Orgasm over here. Number one.
Number one, I was getting LCG.
Interesting.
There's always an LPG somewhere in the bunch. It's just such a ubiquitous
there's
strain
got to be
that
one in there somewhere.
out of 16 or however many there was, there's got to be one in there. You know what I mean?
16.
So it's just
right.
so ubiquitous. Kind of like there's got to be a runts somewhere in there.
Hey, that's what this is. This is runts.
Yeah. Or there you go.
I'm dying to just like open up the lab report right now, but you put it on my face.
We won't tell no one.
Very
We're not
cool.
live.
So you tasted it. Good. I love that. I mean, there are some classic strains. There's some good shit in there.
Now, T Money, I'm telling you,
You'll see.
You start making more videos, you start doing more reviews and stuff, and you'll start developing a certain palate and an ability. Like you'll start noticing different terpenes and stuff that you wouldn't notice otherwise, because that's what you're trying to do. You're thinking about making a review.
That's what he does.
Yeah, even like smelling it, like me and like Wargasm discussed it. Like you just take a couple sniffs of it, and then you just take like a really long smell and get like a full sense of what you're really getting.
Like a sommelier does with wine. You know what I mean?
Then you got to crack it open. Then you got to crack it open and really get in there.
I want you to talk to Patrick at the Cup. Patrick King, Soil King. He's a Gangier. He's the founder of the Gangier program. And that is exactly, you need to just go with him. You need to meet him, and y'all just need to go.
You guys need to meet him. This man has had
it.
Trenchy Cannoli on his channel. He has talked to all the greats. I mean, he's
I actually registered for that program.
That'd be cool, man.
Did you?
Yeah, I heard of it from a homie Josh, who's actually one of the founders of this company, Sluggers, and so he's actually one of the professors in the program. So
you gonna
shout out to you, Josh.
I
love your product, brother.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm very familiar with that program. I had no idea he was part of it, though.
Yeah,
professor.
That was number 10.
I love that stuff. I've learned some of the coolest things about cannabis watching that show. Some of the coolest stuff.
Which show?
The Gaudier.
Oh yeah, amazing. So he's gonna be there. He's gonna speak at both events. He's dope. You gotta meet him, Space City.
Cool.
And it just makes you better. But yeah, you'll taste it. You can taste if it's indoor grown or if it's outdoor grown. You can feel it.
Definitely.
You can taste if it's been, cooked.
Yeah, like living
or if it's
soil.
pesticides, or if it's been flushed properly. There was that conversation in the chat. It's just like you absolutely can taste it. Absolutely does matter. You dial it in
100%.
as fuck. Let me show you something. Let me show
Show
you
us something.
like perfection. Let me show you perfection. You want to see a real Durban poison? You want to see
Perfection
what real
doesn't
Durban?
exist, Liz. Perfection
Let me
don't
show
exist.
you. Yes, it does. This plant's perfect.
Good guess, Albert.
This plant is perfect. I'm going to show you a real Durban poison.
Number 2 was super
Liz, I
fruity.
got another question
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
What you got there? What is that?
This is a real Durban poison. This is
A
from
real
the
Durban poison. Is
a
that
real
seed?
Durban poison.
Yeah.
Durban poison is a landrace strain.
It's hard
It's
as
from South
hell.
Africa. It comes from this comes from no-till kings, fully
What is that?
regenerative
Some rosin
soil.
or some seeds or what we got?
No, it's
Flower.
flour. This is flour.
Mhm.
This is the what you need to make all the rosin.
That's some
Okay.
dope ass packaging.
And it is some fucking love it.
Yeah, Durban
Oh my
is
God.
one of
What's
the
Let
the
me show
nose
you.
on it?
rarest.
What's the
Let me
nose
show
on it?
you. Oh my God. It's like a cleaning, like a Lysol.
Oh, like that ammonia shit. That
Kimmy as hell.
Oh,
that
it's a
glass
little
cleaner?
ammonia, but then you're like, hang on,
Mhm.
that's kind of sweet. I'm like burning something over there.
That's that funky cat piss shit. Orgasm loves that
It's
nasty
so
shit.
good. But then look at it. You're gonna fucking.
It's crazy that it smells like that, but it doesn't taste like that when you smoke it. That's like such a unique profile.
I need nails, but
Nice
That
structure.
nug looks like it's a middle
look at
finger.
that.
Dude. You see
Look at that. Exactly.
Oh,
That's what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
It's saying fuck orgasm.
Fuck it.
Dean had a nug like that too.
It's just it's heavy. It's heavy. It's
Yeah.
heavy. It's like gets you just
This is a nice
going.
bug, yeah.
But it's just I don't even know why I just wanted to bring it out.
I love the structure.
Maybe I'll
of
smoke it.
some of these
Throw it in the
nugs,
flour
man.
mill.
It's so good. I'm gonna throw it in the flour mill. I'm gonna do it. This is a party. It's Friday
Yeah,
night.
well,
Here we go.
I'm smoking my good stuff. I mean,
Man, that
so,
looks dope though.
It's so fucking beautiful.
yeah.
But this is what we want. This is
Mhm.
why we do the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup. This is the future. Is we Texas growers. This is beautiful. Mwah. I love you, No-Till Kings. They grow in Long Beach.
Mhm.
Jake grows in Long Beach. But we Texas growers. Let's do it. Let's do it in my
And that's all
hometown.
living soil, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's all living
Yeah.
soil. It's all
I'm
living
telling you
soil.
guys in here,
That's
and
it.
if anybody watching has not tried
Worms.
living soil, try living soil. It
Like
is
that.
a superior
Living soil is
product.
dope, man. That's
Guess
when you got
what,
the
my
little
love?
critters walking
Guess
in
what, my
there,
love?
some worms,
You
some
are
mushrooms
already
popping
smoking
up.
living soil. You
Yeah.
are already smoking living soil. If you
Yeah.
are a judge, you are already smoking living soil. There are a few of our farmers who farm in living soil, and I have been to their farms,
Yeah.
and I know what they
Yeah,
do,
man.
and they know what the fuck is up. But they
Mhm.
can't be like, "Hey, this is what I do. I want to," they're growing
Mhm.
underground, but they are coming out of the shadows. But
Yeah.
Woo!
Give it a year. You guys will
Give it a year, man.
be.
Hell yeah. I'm actually growing a few
Our
plants
next
myself.
legislative
I got 3 plants that are going into flower right now. They're in day 3 of flower. Then I
Mhm.
got 4 more that are little seeds, little seedlings.
Okay,
They're
nice.
about
What are you
4 or
growing?
5 days in. So the
What are you
3 that are
growing?
in the flower are strawberry sunrise. The other 3 are half baked, and then I got a seed of blue cheese that I popped a few days ago. That's now
Ooh,
sprouted. So it's coming along pretty nice. Shout out to AC Infinity. They're a huge sponsor of me, man. They sent me out a
yes.
big grow system, that $700 Big Daddy one. Big shout out to y'all for
Mhm.
believing in me.
Yep.
Ooh.
Here we are, man.
It's a big deal, man. Big deal.
Make sure y'all
I
get
gotta
your
be honest.
city at acinfinity.com. It's going to take
It is a big
15% off,
deal.
man. We're making a big push for traffic on their site.
Mhm.
It used to be 10%, now it's 15%. Any
Yeah.
other coupon code is only going to give you 5% off. So Amazon,
I mean,
all these other places. So
Yep.
buy
The
straight from them.
website. Yep. Buy this shit from the website. Don't go to Amazon or no other distributor.
Yes, sir.
oh,
AC
please
Infinity,
don't go to
big shout out to you
Amazon.
guys,
Please
man.
don't go to Amazon. Whatever you do,
You'll lose
I'm
money
trying
buying
real
stuff like
hard.
that.
It's
Albert
fucked
said he
up.
wants to have a show and tell in the Discord.
They don't pay taxes. I'm sorry. They don't have a headquarters. Everywhere is their headquarters now.
Yep.
Sorry, it's late night.
Yeah.
We're talking
Yeah,
conspiracy. I
you
don't
good.
You
I don't
good?
like
You good?
Amazon. Yeah, because we're talking
I don't think
about
anybody
weed
likes
too.
Bezos.
And the weed, well, no shit. He looks like a robot now. But weed becoming like commoditized, weed becoming just like MSO weed. No.
That's what I'm
We can
afraid of.
grow
Yeah.
regional weed everywhere. We can
Mhm.
grow weed everywhere. It needs to be
Yep.
regional everywhere. And it will. And this plant will not reward
Regional
a
growing, the
big
farmers market.
MSO. You know, and like that's the thing. That's what they're afraid of. And we can have a robust home grow while having a robust medical program and a
Yeah.
robust adult use
Yeah.
program. We can have it all. We don't have to be, oh no, I'm
Yeah.
scared.
I think
Like,
there's enough.
what
I
the
think there's
fuck?
enough
We
of
need
this
to keep
pie
it in
for
Texas
everybody.
though.
You know,
Yes, but we
like
don't need to let out of state people get the licenses. And that's what we've been doing. And that's not cool. You know, we need to, again, stand up. If we're going to build this program, we need to say, hey, first and foremost, you need to be from Texas.
yeah, if they're gonna operate in
You
your state,
know,
they need to be from the state.
Gotta be
hmm
from Texas, motherfucker.
you gotta be from Texas, motherfucker, or else get to the back of the line.
Yeah.
Damn
Get to
right.
the back of the line. We have too much money here. It's fine. It's gonna be
Too much,
okay,
bro.
If you're
guys.
not
Tell
from
them,
Texas, move
Liz,
to
we don't
Texas,
need no
pay a
more
couple of years
friends. We don't
taxes, and then get your
need
I'm telling
your license. You know, become a
I
Texan
am.
before you know what I mean? Like that's what. Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
And we'll have standards. We will have
Yeah.
standards. We have high standards, and we should have high standards. We'll
Yeah.
figure it the fuck out. But just like let people grow at home.
Mhm.
Let us grow at home,
let people
and
grow
stop
at
fucking
home,
putting
man.
people in, and stop putting people in jail.
And that's the
Straight
thing.
up.
I think the more people do grow at home and are allowed to grow in any shape, any way, shape, form, or fashion, the better the quality of the product is going to be overall. Take
Oh
for
my
example,
god,
like I even I
it
review
tastes like perfume.
CBD.
Sorry
You
to
know,
interrupt. It tastes
I
like perfume. Perfume in your mouth.
I love that.
My whole mouth is like a
I love that.
perfume garden. So
But like
that's
with the
good weed.
CBD market, it's been legally allowed to be cultivated and stuff for so much longer. And
Mhm.
therefore, if you look at any CBD, most of the CBD you find is just a superior nug structure, beautiful smell, beautiful taste.
Yes.
You know, it's a wonderful
Yeah.
product. And I really
Yeah.
want the rest of the surrounding hemp market to like get to that level. You know, and the more
Yes.
people we have home growing, the
Yeah.
quicker we're gonna get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the
So
more competitions, you know,
mhm.
this is
And
the
the more
Taste of Texas
yeah.
Hemp Cup. We fucking rock
Mhm.
our shit. We do it the way we
Mhm.
do it. And it's great. And I
Mhm.
love it. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that there shouldn't be more competitions.
Competition's
You know, they
great
should
for
be in the right
consumers,
way. They
you
need to
know.
be done right. They need to
Yeah.
be based in science. They need to be
Mhm.
transparent as fuck.
Mhm.
Like
Hell
you
yeah.
gotta be so why you gotta be like plugged in. Like, am I gonna take responsibility for this weed or am I gonna take responsibility for this weed?
Yeah.
You know, it's like I hope every other competition does it that way.
Yeah.
I happen to know that High Time sucks.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
talked to
everybody
some
knows
people.
that. I think growers know that. We love High
Yeah.
Times.
Back
We
in the
love it.
90s maybe they would, you know, whatever, but you
Well,
know,
the cannabis
like
cups have been like
yeah.
boo. There's a hemp cup, but it's like what? Where? It's very expensive.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
we just try to keep it easy, try to keep it simple. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
there's,
Yeah.
nobody's fucking making money here. We're trying to throw the
Mhm.
most amazing party ever.
Well,
We're in
and
media and marketing. So if you
yeah.
have a cannabis company and you need media and marketing, call me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Wargasm, you good, man? You right there? You still with us, brother?
You look scared. What happened?
He
Sorry,
looks
man.
frozen. He looks
I was
stuck, brother.
fucking.
I
I was
know.
getting
Orgasm
into
I'm
the
really
carrying you
He's
on
chat,
my
like,
dude.
back yet
I
again,
was
brother.
pulling
You
up
run
the
like a
screen, and I'm a little
I'm over
fucking
here
retarded.
cracking up at the
Come on,
chat,
dude.
man. Everybody in the
Nigga,
chat's got me
hey, come
cracking
on,
up.
dude.
I had to log in. I was on the
Uh,
wrong account. I was gonna kick
I had to
somebody
log
out.
in. You had to log into the stream,
Oh,
my guy.
damn.
Yeah, dude.
like what happened? That's so
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
funny.
on my
I
playing,
love
man.
it.
laptop
Looks
too.
like
I thought you had questions written down,
man.
man. Professor Wargasm. Check out the chat, man.
Professor, give it to me.
I think you covered my two that I had.
Oh, so you copied my questions, is what you said.
No, you
I
just had a
love
Next
it.
lot more
question.
questions. You
I didn't
just
have a whole lot of time to prepare.
This motherfucker here, bro. Light that hash on, bro. I know you just
Man,
smoked that hash on
Is
your
it
head.
time? You
you
said
only
15
had
minutes,
2
right?
questions, man.
Yeah, this
That's
motherfucker had 2
bad
questions, bro.
interviewing.
All right, man. I got another one.
Spit one out,
Liz,
dude.
here's another question for you, Liz. Do you know how to roll, or do you have somebody else roll joints for you?
You know how to roll. I do.
Ooh,
I
no shit.
prefer. Here's what I prefer, though. All right, this is my guy, my little elemental.
Hell yeah, little roller.
Right. All right. Let me show
I
you my
fuck with it.
rolling kit. I'm very, very
You got a to-go
methodical
kit
about
too?
it. You know it. You know, and it's hemp. It's hemp. And oh, I love it. I love this company, Revelry
Man, that's
Supply
dope.
Co. And this is their Fox Farm collab. So if you know,
Oh,
you
Fox
know.
Farms.
All
Shout out
about
to
the
Fox
soil.
Farms. Hey, look.
Yep. So anyway, it opens up. Okay, hello. Yes. This is all right. This is all hemp. This is hemp plastic. Okay. This is
Damn, that's
hemp
dope.
plastic. Hemp
With the
plastic.
rolling tray too?
Oh,
Sheesh.
with the rolling tray. Come on now. Come on now. Look at that.
Room for the
Here we go.
flour mill? Shit,
Look,
watch out, G.
wait. Oh, wait a minute. Santa Cruz Shredder.
Oh, Santa
Wait a
Cruz
minute. Wait.
Shredder. Hey, I fuck with Santa
Oh,
Cruz
there's a
Shredder.
little sticky. No, wait, now.
She got the
Nah,
hemp
that doesn't get
shredder.
used. That
There
doesn't
you
get
go. Do
used
you
at all.
smoke? Let me see your grinder. Sorry.
Oh, hey.
Where's your farm?
You
So anyway,
lucky I ain't
and
in my studio right
okay.
now.
And so then I open up my little pack, and it's all smell proof. And I take out my little Blazy
Smell proof?
Susan. This is a Blazy Susan filter. Love it. It's coconut. You know, I'm always trying to filter. Gotta keep the pipes. Where'd my little roller friend go? What did I do
Damn,
with
that's
him?
dope as hell, man.
I don't know what I did with him. This is what I do as I'm rolling. I'm like, what did I do with the?
He lost that
Oh,
shit, huh?
Okay, rolling.
Liz, I got another
It's my
question for you.
ritual.
I got another
think
question
so.
for you since I
Go
gotta
ahead.
fucking carry this podcast on my back since Orgasm
Man,
dropped
I
his phone.
know it's all right. It's all
Motherfucker
right. We'll
dropping
talk
his
I'm
about
phone.
this
fumbling it
later.
over here,
Yeah.
dude.
I don't know what he doing. But Liz,
Tell me. Come on now. I'm
when
with
was
you.
the first
I'm with
time
you.
you smoked? When was the first time you had
Oh my
an
God.
experience
Okay.
with cannabis?
Oh my God. I love this question so much. It
Let's
was
hear the
when I
story.
was.
It was
Probably.
1977. It was a rainy night.
Man, I swear to God. I swear to God. It was in the 1900s though.
Forever ago.
It was
Yeah,
4:15
it was
and
in the
36,
1900s.
37
Yes.
seconds.
I smoked 1900s weed, okay? No, it was so much fun. It was me and my bestie, Megan. And she had like these
Shout out
woods
to
next to
Megan.
her house. Shout out to Megan! We got tattoos on our asses. Yeah, woo! That's my one. No, I have two now. But anyway, so we smoked a little bit. I don't fucking even know where we got it. We were seniors. We were just trying to be bad, you know? And we snuck out, we smoked, and then, we smoked it all, and that was fun. And then we went back inside and we watched Beavis and Butthead, the original, my friends, the original. I had some great TV in my time, okay? Oh, so
I
good.
remember those days.
And oh my God, I was just like, it clicked. It was like, whoa. Oh, this is so nice. And yeah, it really helped me kind of get out of my own way. But I was also an athlete, and I went to a very demanding college, and it was very just like worker.
Scheduled. Everything always scheduled, huh?
So scheduled. My roommates senior year were smokers, and that was like comforting just to like watch them watch SpongeBob and smoke. I couldn't, I didn't. It's all good. But it's like, whatever, man. Like, oh, I love this plant. It's so good. I got away from it. Long story. And then I got back to it, thankfully, as like a medicine, and I got taught about it. So, you know, I definitely have a deep relationship with it. And I'm kind of a nerd too. I love nerds. I love science people. I love going to conferences and listen to policy people. You know, that's where it starts. It's like making sense of that shit. Being able to be like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Hey, you guys, you need to listen to this. You know, you seriously need to hear this. So, you know, and that's, I feel like, my job, right? So
For sure. I got another question for you. How do you like
Cheers.
edibles? Cheers. How do you like edibles?
Good question. So I like edibles like, okay, I like them in general for specific things, right? If I'm having a hard time sleeping, I'll take an edible. That's pretty much the only time I'll take an edible regularly. But I have been a judge and I've eaten everything and tested everything, and I've been very methodical about it. And so I think there's a time and a place. But the point and purpose is that it's high quality. You know, that's the first thing. You know, and so I don't really fuck with a lot of edibles because they're just not that high quality. You know, I don't like them. Why would I eat them anyway? And they're just like, maybe I'm like showing that the fact that I am, an old lady right now. I don't give a fuck.
Definitely
I
old
got
lady.
taste. I got taste, man. No, I got taste. I don't have a lot of time in this world. I can't eat this thing.
Edibles don't.
Here. And so that's hard, baby. That's so hard. I love my crew. I love my people. I love my people, but you know, I do feel like that's the truth, and I feel like it's just good. It's just good to be able to say, and I'll say it, and you can say, "Oh, you're a bitch," and I'll be like, "That's cool," but it's the truth. So move aside.
Yeah,
That's
really,
my
edibles
thing.
don't do it for me.
I mean, it depends on the edible. I
Well-
mean, seriously, that's Chiba Chews before dinner with friends.
What's a Chiba Chew? What is
Nano
that?
emulsified rosin syrup, I can go with that, but you know, I don't know
Well,
about anything other than that.
So
The hash
cheap
hole's lit.
shoes from
Yeah,
I learned about cheap
edibles
shoes
fuck me
from
up, Liz.
Denver.
It's lit.
I'm like
It's
a
Yeah,
rookie
lit.
with
yeah,
edibles.
No, you're not.
that's beautiful.
Like, I
Whoa,
take
I'm
one
like,
gummy and
oh,
I'm
that
like,
Durbin, I'm feeling
I
it,
take one gummy and
Yeah.
I look like Orgasm's looking right now, dude.
dude.
Feeling,
Yeah, well, I
dude.
mean,
Feeling.
it affects everyone differently. It turns into Delta like 11 or some shit. Like
Mhm.
it's tetra. I mean, it's crazy
Yeah.
because you're metabolizing it. It goes through your liver when you think about it.
I'm
When
lying,
you
Liz.
smoke
I'm
it, it
lying.
goes through.
I'm lying. I'm immune. I'm immune to
Edibles
Oh,
don't
edibles.
affect him at all.
okay. Good.
They don't
See,
affect him at
you're
all.
fucked up.
Secret
No,
I've
shot.
I
seen
was
this
do nothing
man
to
take
me.
up.
careful.
I've seen this
People
man taking
ask
up
me,
edibles to put down a horse.
dude. Okay, good. Well, I'll give you this year's entries.
Go
For
ahead. Go
money.
ahead. I
But this
love to
year,
try 'em.
I'm telling you though, edibles fuck people up, and edibles like make people think, oh my god, I don't like weed. Weed is like not good. It's like
Nah, there's some
no,
good ass edibles.
stop. You need to stop.
Hey
You
Liz,
need to breathe.
Yeah.
do you have a Puffco or do you have an E-Rig?
I do. I have an Ice Fire.
A
You
what?
want to see it? Let me show you. Hold on.
Damn,
thing
hold
is
Hold
up.
on.
What's she about to
So
pull out,
I
fellas?
think it's
you
dab
know
time.
I do.
Ice
You know I
Fire.
do.
They
think
used
it's
to be
dab
known
time.
as
I
Ice
had
Fire.
my
Ice
Ice
Fire. Is
Fire
that
is
from
the
China?
best. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? Actually, let's just be real. They're a battery company now. They don't do this anymore. These aren't even in
Damn,
production
hey,
anymore.
that boy T
The
Money
epic
fucking up
fail.
the
Listen.
good shit,
I'm not
bro.
trying to like roll up to a party here. I'm trying to honestly like
Holy
do work.
shit.
I'm trying to run my company. I'm trying to run my shit. This is awesome. Look at
Yo,
this.
you brewing fucking
Look at this.
tequila or what is that? Shit.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's a batter. It's like a fucking
Yeah. It's an
magnet.
E-Rig.
It's amazing. I
It's an
love it.
E-Rig
You
with
can judge
magnetic
me.
base. Yeah.
I don't care. It's
Man,
awesome.
that
I
thing
love
looks
it.
badass though.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
it's great. And if it was clean, you'd be like, oh, it's even cooler. But then I just like can do.
I'm noticing that's the
Oh,
trend with you, Liz. Dirty glass, dirty E-rig.
You know what that looks like? Hey, man, ain't nobody. I mean, look at this.
hey,
Look
this
at this.
was clean. The first one was clean,
Look at
though.
that.
Dang
Hey,
it.
do we need to
Come
pull
on.
up
Give me
some
a
old
break.
Space
And
City
my
videos
boot was
and check his
clean.
glass?
That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
now
What
you
the
wake
fuck?
up, Orgasm. Now you wake up and talk
Shit.
shit about me, bro.
They
That's
start
Oh,
pulling
yeah,
up some
dude.
You got
screenshots
me
of that
revved
car
up right there.
like a
I
month
have
ago.
my favorite pieces, and then you get busy. It's like I need an
Going in.
assistant, but to clean
Yeah.
glass, or
Yeah.
I need a. I
JP
just
knows
need.
what's up. Dirty glass means you're using it. You used it for
That's
what it's
right. I
meant
have so
for.
many ideas for like
Yeah.
cleaning glass.
Good
I
looking
really
out,
do.
JP.
Hey, shout out to K-Ham. K-Ham says the
Man,
Thresh Legends
what's
that my wife
up?
made is going to be winning it.
Ooh,
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man. So, hey, y'all
oh,
be careful
dude.
because those
Yeah.
off of me, dude. So,
That place
Liz, I
has
think I would
changed
make
your
an
life.
expert judge for edibles because none of them would do anything to me. So I could sample each and every one, give you the flavor profile. You know what I'm saying? But
It tastes good.
Today's cake is gone.
do
Let me
not
tell
try to
you.
keep
And
up. Do
I
not
just
try
tell
to
you,
keep
I
up
was
with me.
so good. I was so fucking good. Let me just give myself a shout out, please. Just like Jay's cake, a shout out. But it came to me. It was cold. I
Oh, you got it?
I fucking put it in the freezer. But I had 2 pieces because I tried it. I'm a judge. I tried it with another judge. Oh my god, it was life changing. We took pictures of it because we are taking product photography, like professional photography of all of the fucking entries. All of the entries are gonna have fucking professional photography. It's so awesome.
That's
So I'm like,
crazy.
Chase,
And you know my
it's
wife makes that from
melting.
scratch. She makes everything from scratch, all the whipped toppings from scratch, the
Oh my
everything.
god,
Everything is made
it's amazing.
Beautiful.
handmade
I
from
kept
scratch.
it.
Beautiful too.
I delivered the last night, but I kept it frozen. It looks beautiful. It's trust me, it's life changing. But I mean, it's stiff competition. We've got a lot of bakers in the field.
For
We only
sure,
have
for sure.
3. We have 4 people do chocolates, but
Oh,
we had a lot
chocolate.
of
We like
baked
chocolate.
goods, chocolates, and then we had a number of gummies. And there are some
I like
gummies. Oh my
gummies. I
god,
like candy.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know.
I need help.
Someone need to make some
There's
hard candy, something you can just, like Jolly Rancher sort of stuff, where you can just kind of like enjoy the
That'd be
flavor
good.
while
Freeze-dried
getting lit.
candies.
Hell
I've
yeah.
actually been talking to a company that does the freeze dried stuff recently. So yeah.
No shit, for sure.
Mm,
You know what I did notice that does hit was a seltzer. Some of those seltzers.
I
I
Yep.
had
love
this
Yeah.
local
freeze-dried.
company called Only Day.
Oh yeah.
That's because they're nano emulsified, man. It's that nano
Well, I've
emulsification.
had the nano emulsified before in the
Guys,
syrups and like
guys.
drinks and beverages, infused drinks. None of them hit, but for some reason the seltzers hit.
Well, listen,
But they
there's
gotta be
so
at
much
least
going
25 milligrams or some
Yeah.
shit.
dude.
So it's definitely something
The
high.
the fucking drink industry is so crazy. It's the Wild
Mhm.
West. There are people just starting drinks because they can, because there is such a need for them. Because think about it, you're always drinking something. I'm always drinking something. If I can drink my cannabis, cool. You know, it's crazy. We're gonna have some drinks there for sure at the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup. Chaos Tonic is the official cannabis beverage, and that is the only natural cannabis beverage on the market. Like he grows that hemp. He fucking grows that hemp. He won the Taste of Texas Hemp Cup for best
Mhm.
outdoor grown.
No
You know
shit.
that shit is in the cans. Yes, because it's the
Damn.
terps. Because
Yo,
it's
shout
the
out to my
terps.
boy K Ham. He said he should have entered his
Chaos Hemp.
Pillsbury chocolate chip cookies. He said they fire.
Cookies.
I'm calling cap.
Woo!
I'm calling nah. They probably burnt at the bottom and crispy, brother.
Yeah,
Don't
dude.
even bring
You
them
need
in,
proof
dude.
or it didn't happen.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
proof.
chocolate chip cookies though. If they're good,
K
you
Ham,
better
I'm
bring
local,
it.
brother. I'm local,
Mhm.
brother. So let me try them cookies.
Yeah.
Man. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Right there.
You
Chocolate
bet
chip cookie though that entered. There's a good chocolate chip cookie that entered. ATX Grasshopper entered a chocolate chip cookie. It's pretty
Oh,
fucking
hey,
good.
shout out
Alright.
ATX.
Pretty
Check
fucking
this
Alright.
fire,
out.
but the only problem is
Yeah.
it's like this big. You know what I'm saying? It's like it takes
Damn.
Right.
2
Hey,
bites and it's
she
done.
said, "What's up with that little skimpo side? What the fuck are we
Mm.
doing?"
I'm just saying, I'm almost dead.
I don't know
Okay,
about that, man.
I'm over here rotting away. It's gonna bring
Oh,
out
man.
my
I
Yeah,
remember.
all right,
I
Rico.
remember.
It's plain.
I
It's
want
okay.
one of them
It's
cookies
good.
Next
like
time
back
you
in the
gotta have a
90s.
size. You gotta have a
It's good.
sizing chart. It says cookies gotta be at
Oh,
least this big.
Nah, man. I want one of them
I
cookies
mean,
like back in the 90s. You go to them cookie places right next to the Carvel ice cream shop and you get the plate size
oh.
cookie, size of your head.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
now
Hell
there's
yeah.
crumble cookie. What? There's crumble cookie.
Crumble
You
cookie,
haven't seen
nah,
that
dude.
shit on
That's one
TikTok?
of those places that put
Yeah.
icing on the cookies and shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it's weird. People
It ain't
are
like,
weird. People
I like
think
those. I
cannabis
like
is
those.
weird. Your
yeah.
fucking cookies are weird.
Watch
I
some of
like
these
those.
other
I
pop-up
like those
shops
pizza
that pop
cookies.
up.
I like
Yeah.
those cookies that
Yeah,
are like
your
the thin
cookies are
pizzas,
Yeah.
weird.
and you get a slice
Yeah.
of that motherfucker, man. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I like.
Yeah.
They're
Dude,
good. They are
dude,
good.
I've
And a
seen.
They are
pizookie. You
good.
guys ever had a pizookie, which is like a French baked
Yes,
Fuck
cookie on
yeah.
a skillet
of
with a
course.
Good as fuck.
ice cream?
Oh,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
love a pizookie.
Oh
There's
yeah,
gonna be a
yeah.
lot of
Okay,
ice cream.
okay.
There's gonna be THC ice cream at this
Mm-hmm.
friggin' party.
Yeah.
Prove
Okay,
it.
so be
Shit.
careful. Friggin' be careful.
Yeah.
That's all
Be
I'm saying.
careful. Who needs to be
All I'm
careful? Where
saying,
they
There
at?
was
Where
enter at
they
your
at?
own damn risk.
what there was a
Who
company
needs to be
in
At
the
your
careful?
own risk.
there
This
was a
is
company in
me telling
Tell
Chattanooga.
them to
you.
hold
That,
on to me.
yeah, they had ice cream in
I'm trying to get
Chattanooga.
you, Rico.
That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, oh, this
They had a
is so good. I can't
THC
eat
ice
that.
cream
Hey,
and
Rico's
beer
trying to get up out of here. He said,
over
"Much love, fam. No
there. Oh,
Diddy, no baby oil, going to sleep."
There you
take
go,
it easy,
man.
Rico.
All
Catch you
right,
Oh
shout
later,
out to
Rico.
shit.
Rico.
Oh, we
I wonder
love
what
you.
he's
No
dreaming
baby
about.
oil. Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That boy
Baby oil
K
from
Ham hating on
Costco.
Crumble Cookies because Crumble's Cookies is better than his chocolate chip cookie, bro. I see.
Oh,
I see you, K Ham. Shout out to you, brother. Hey, what's up with them PNB hash rolls, man? You
Yeah,
better bring at least
motherfucker.
5 of them. We gonna show everybody what's up
Nah,
with this
20
PNB.
of them.
Nah, bro, you can't even
Do it
smoke
up.
one. You gonna take 3 hits and you gonna be
Shit.
blanked like you did
Hey,
like this whole episode, bro.
I'm already halfway. I'm chilling, dude.
Look, yeah, you been chilling, bro.
Chilling,
Goddamn. Don't
chilling.
worry, I got it though. Don't worry, I got it. You know me. You know I'm a chatty Cathy.
Carry the weight if you don't mind.
Catty Cathy. You know, we were talking about the drinks and stuff. Something else that I've been hearing about recently is like THCV being put into like drinks. I've heard like people making, more daytime kind of energy drink-esque kind of drinks with THCV. It's known as the skinny cannabinoid. So
Mm-hmm.
Looked like her mic might have cut off.
I think it's muted there.
Yep.
It
JP
happens.
over there asking about it.
Sorry. Hi.
It happens.
My little buds, they died. But it definitely is, and there definitely are drinks, but you just have to remember those drinks are made with isolates.
Yeah.
It's like all the same at the end of the day. And what we need to do is encourage brands to work with farmers and get the real, because there are strains of hemp that you can grow that are rich in THCV.
Yeah, I talked to a farm. Lost Oak Farms. They have one, and they've been working on THCV for quite a while. So.
Yes, and it's real. And there are methods of extraction that do not involve, solvent. you know, that involve water, that involve fucking air. I mean, this
ice water extraction, you know, you're clean, non-solvent stuff. So
yeah, I mean, the it's amazing, just amazing what you can do and what you can get from it. You know, it's really cool, but you can't fucking outlaw one and not the other. Sorry, you can't play that game. People want to play that game.
That's a slippery slope. That's
oh, Delta 8, and it's like, what are you gonna do then? Delta 9? Ooh, then this, then that. It's
it all comes from the mother cannabinoid, from that everything that everything else breaks down from. You know.
Yes. And Delta 8 doesn't come naturally easily. So it's just like, if you go back to natural, if you say, hey, let's move the policy this way, let's move back to natural, you have more people growing and you have a supply chain, you know what's going on, you know where it's from. You ask anybody, hey, where's your farm? You know, nobody can tell you. Most people can't tell you.
Yeah.
Some people can. And they'll be at the party. All right. But it really does matter. And if you think about it and you talk about it, you know, they're going to change. You'll see that. Yeah. And people will listen, you know, on the other side who think it's bad. You're like, well, what about the farmers? What about West Texas?
Get his ass whipped by that hash?
What about West Texas getting his ass whipped? What about him right now? Dying.
His head's turning red as a beet.
I just gotta bust his balls every chance that I can, man. So.
He feels it. He knows it.
Hit him, bro.
Don't worry. This is coming to you.
Who's that coming to?
This little fucking nug. It's the last thing I'm shipping.
Oh, that's the orgasm, huh?
Number 5.
That's number 5. I don't know why you didn't get it. I'm sorry.
I know why he didn't get it. I told him, hey, snag a little nug from him just to say I'm fucking with him.
Shipping.
You guys want to see his leftovers?
Probably it too.
Hell yeah, what's that?
I got so many leftovers and the good ones too.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
It's good. There'll be some there. You'll get some.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not going to smoke them all, of course.
So, assuming like in the short term, like 2 to 5 years, you guys go fully legal over there. How many of the current people, you know, working with you in the hemp cup do you think will actually go and make the full run of it and, you know, get the licensing and all that?
We currently have 452.
Oh my goodness.
Farmers in the state who are licensed because they're waiting to fucking go legal.
Okay, so they're preemptively already done all this then.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a program and it's not hard to join the hemp program. But you do have to join, and if you want to go legal, you can go legal. Some of the laws are kind of stupid. They're really stupid. And what was cool is that we got to like see them all just kind of unfold, and film it and be there and just see how it just really fucked up. And you know it is, but then you see it happening and it's like, man, I'm supposed to fucking take down all these acres, literal acres in West Texas. I'm supposed to take him down because this plant's like hot. You know, that plant's a fucking man, but this plant's hot. You know, what are we talking about here? I'm going to plow it down and I'm going to take the CBD, but no, I got to burn it and I got to turn it into fire. You know, that's real. Those laws are real. It's weird, you know, and so we're trying to get rid of the weirdness. We're trying to make it so that people get it and people see and more people grow. You know, and they grow the right ways and consumers buy from their farmers. And maybe it's a little more expensive, but what the literal fuck are you spending money on? You know, oh, it's more expensive. Well, it's going to China then, you know, not that China's bad for everything. I mean, my God.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I got a rack of printers behind me they're all Chinese 3D
I get
printers.
it. I'm in tech-ish, you know, I'm in production.
I want my stuff locally grown as it can be grown.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And if it can't be grown locally, I want it grown at least in the best regions that it can be grown in.
And it's so fun. Yeah, it's so fun to get weed from different regions. From the south, it's different from the north, it's different from the west, it's different from the East Texas. It's dank. It's fucking dank. I mean, it's fun. Like, this state is crazy. It's huge. You know, there's like 5 different regions, 5 different states within the state. Like we can just stay here and be like, wow, there's a lot going on with cannabis. And then on the national level, it's just really cool too. They're doing really cool things. Like competing is stupid. Like we're never going to compete with California.
Well, it's I don't know if it's necessary to compete as long as you can stay different enough, you
Yeah,
know.
Totally. It's competitive though. It's fucking competitive.
And
It's
yeah,
so
like a lot of people say, you know, this is going to be the next California, that's going to be the next California, and what I'd like to see is something that's better than California in a lot of ways.
For sure.
They, you know, they do have certain standards of, you know, what I want to say, you know, testing for their pesticides and stuff that ain't really up to some other states.
I mean,
And you know, comparatively, from you hop from California to Oregon, there can be a huge difference even within the Emerald Triangle of what you're getting. You know, now if you take that and you go all the way down to the southeast and you think about the soil and all that in the different regions, those are entirely different terpene profiles that are being developed just regionally. You know?
yeah, big time. And you know, this plant uptakes a lot, so the soil really fucking matters. You know,
Yeah,
the plant like uptakes
Yeah.
it all, like loves the yucky stuff. It eats the yucky stuff. And
Yeah.
so, yes, we're smoking that. And as long as the yucky stuff is like worm shit, then we
Yeah.
are fucking golden.
yeah.
You know, if it's like chemicals and like
Yeah.
metals, then we're not, you know.
It makes me wonder how many farms after the 2018 boom, how many farms out there just built up on like rezoned industrial sites and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, and they're
you
working
know,
for sites like that.
yeah, a lot of them didn't. It didn't pan out for a lot of them. It just didn't, and it's because they're learning. And also, I think expectations were really high, and we just fucking learned a lot. You know, just because you're a good farmer doesn't mean that you're going to be farming hemp really well, and you're going to understand it. Maybe the land's not ready. Maybe there's chemical drift. You know, there's a lot that happens if you're growing cannabis on a large scale. You know, not all of our farmers did, but some of them did. Some of them did in greenhouses that they just built because they'd been like growers, like in, you know, Liberty Market growers. And then they just got legal. Now they got these big fucking greenhouses. They're like, what? Like, I have all these plants. Like, let's go, let's do it. You know, it's like, it's a learning process, you know, and I think we're just learning so much more. And those guys are really successful now.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, they're just like, if you put your mind to it, you'll be great. We just need to make sure we vote in the right way, and we need to make sure we prop up this industry, and things will be fine, I think. But if we don't prop it up, we're just going to be like,
Yeah, and I mean it actually, for the rest of you guys here that are content creators, you know, it's a very small fee, like a one-time fee to join the nation's largest cannabis advocacy group.
yeah,
It's $100 fee. You're in for life. You get all of their newsletters and all of that stuff. You know, and it's something to keep your thumb on. You'll know when the next votes are coming and all that, and you'll know when you can be there to cast your vote.
yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
That's
Hey,
what
and let me hop
everybody should
into
do
the
that.
chat right quick. Grizz, if you're looking for like a coffee THC infused drink, check out Subculture. They're a company that's been doing that for a little bit. And who else is in the comments? JP's in the comments.
He's blowing it up.
JP.
Yes.
We're at an
Good
hour and
info,
53
man.
minutes.
I know, our late
Those
night
hands
people.
are
I'm going to take my
crazy.
last rip.
No.
Yeah, so we're about to finish up here. So if
Yep.
you guys got anything else you guys want to say, if you guys want to wrap up any last questions.
I will add another tip for Grizz. If you like coffee and you want something that mixes really well, just take you and make you some MCT oil and mix that. That emulsifies extremely well with any coffee creamer, and you can just add it to and go about your day. And that's really the way to do it.
I like mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'll show you the product if you have a minute,
Yeah.
if you can see it, if you're still around.
Sure.
It's awesome. It melts into my coffee. It's fucking amazing. It's so good. It's so good. We're gonna make it 2 hours.
Guys,
That sounds good. That sounds good.
That boy Wargasm.
Nice round time.
It's fucking Mark 6 minutes in, dude.
All right, here we
Hey,
go.
I've been absorbing.
Yeah, he's been absorbing all your punches.
There we go.
Organic.
Organic mushrooms.
I've
They're
actually never heard of them.
They're from North Carolina. Oh my God, I think
Really.
Shout out North Carolina, Canada.
North Carolina got a lot of stuff, good stuff coming out of North Carolina right now.
A lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
But this shit is amazing. It melts into my coffee. Honestly, functional mushrooms are where it's absolutely at. You have to be into it.
Yep.
Better than cannabis for me in the morning. In my coffee, it's just like, hi. It's so nice. And then I'll smoke. Very rarely do I wake and bake.
Oh shit.
But
I can't say that. But you know, I spend all my time reviewing cannabis and hemp. So that's what you know what I mean? It's kind of what I do.
That's it.
All right, guys. You guys got anything else left? Liz, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I'm just really excited. I'm excited to meet you guys. I'm excited for everyone. If you love cannabis and you can make it to the party, please. It's happening in Austin on Saturday the 19th at the Far Out Lounge. And then Friday, we're also having a party called the Terpene Ball. Friday the 18th, it's happening also downtown Austin. It's all about concentrates. So it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. There's going to be a CBD mocktail bar though, so we can like come down. Okay, I'm gonna be like taking a rip, and then I'm gonna be mocktailing it.
Nice.
I'm thinking,
Stretch it out a little longer. Yeah,
it can be fine. Like we're gonna do it.
Right
So
on.
thank you for having me. Thank you. Love
Thanks for
meeting
coming
you.
on.
Yeah.
For sure. So
Well, it's been a long time coming.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys. Thank you to Liz for coming on to the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. So this has been episode 5, Shooting the Shit with Liz, or I forget, is that what we called it? T-Money?
Yeah, she's a special guest, and then so is Review. So y'all go check them out as well, man.
There were a couple special guests on the channel, guys. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Tune in to the Space Gasm podcast channel. We got dope guests all the time, content creators, hemp cup organizers, you know, you name it. So thank you guys for watching. And if you guys got anything else to say, this is Space City Cannabis. I'm gonna let everybody else sign off.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, same here. I'm excited to see y'all, man. Can't wait to party.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
So I'll be here next one. Call me in.
Absolutely, man. Y'all take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Appreciate y'all coming out.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Take it easy. Bye.